She gave her some food away.
That's the food that was.
You want to give all the food away?
That's actually there was a photographic group of people driving around.
We were talking over there about the subway though.
Yeah, also, but here there was also here.
They was driving.
Either you stand a little bit closer or you have to speak up more.
Put a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Good.
Because it's a little delayed.
Huh?
It's a little delayed. Is what it is.
A little closer.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great mercy on the taught us his truth. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect, the 144,000 men pushing the truth of wholehearted sincerity across the four winds. We're in GMS Germany Camp through the Spirit and Prophet Ba'ashem Yahushai out here preaching and prophesying again the downfall of this wicked-ass queendom and the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven, which will be headed by who the word English calls God, and right under him, who the word English calls Jesus Christ, right under him, the elect, according to the scriptures, Khan, Shalom. So yeah, man, as we proceed in these days, man, we understand what's going on. You see it every day. What's the thing that's being pushed right now, like tenfold, man? The goddamn MOTB, and all of a sudden everywhere is pushing what? The Neuralink, man. So the Neuralink, man. I watched the whole thing. I watched it.
Very good information.
Yeah, man, because you see that they're gonna come with them lying wonders. She said the man can control a whole suit. It went from a hand to just drink a beer. And then all of a sudden it showed him in the suit walking and shit. I'm like, she said, but we're years away from being able to do this, and they gotta be trained and all of that. Man, they already got this technology on and popping, man. Okay? The technology for the Neuralink is on and popping. Elon Musk wasn't the first, Tesla wasn't the first company to push that chip. They said I remember a long time ago, remember that video I showed you, how this doctor had implemented a chip into a bull's head, and as soon as he pressed the button, the bull just froze, like he couldn't charge at him, you know? Or he would even avoid him when he charged, man. So they've been practicing these things on animals, and then it comes out what? That many animals have been put to death at the hands of that chip, right? That even in the article, what they say, many people was quitting, leaving Tesla.
You mean the video?
Yeah, in the video that you said in the group.
Yeah.
Many people were leaving Tesla. Why? Because of the practices that was happening in Tesla with those animals and with people. You don't even know the human trials that they already had going on, man. So we see right now that we're in a time of the transhumanism explosion, man. The money is being taken away piece by piece. Gradually, every bank is automatically just experimenting with CBDCs now. You got Spain, you got Germany, you got Italy, you got France. All over Europe, they're experimenting with CBDCs. Okay, get Psalms 58. Psalms 58.
Was it the 91?
Yeah, okay, get the line ones first and then Psalms 58. You got that? Yes, you get Psalms 58, you get the line ones.
So can I add something to what you said?
Go ahead.
Because you have to understand that they have that a long time ago, and also this guy that had I don't know if it was the guy that had the kind of like exoskeleton, or the guy with the arm. They said this was 2015 already.
Yeah.
2015, so we're in 2022 now. So what you at the end, actually we're going towards 2023. So what do you think, how much they proceeded with the trials already? Because they had showed you already they had human trials. But I thought that we are still on the animal phase. No. They're in the human trials. What we said also months ago, what they're gonna do is they're gonna show only the guys, the people that survived it, but they don't show the deaths behind it.
Yeah, man.
You know how it is like in when you see it in a series or something, like guy, and then they show all the people that died that he killed. It's like with them, but they don't show them because behind them is a whole mountain of dead people, man.
There was a show. There was a show where it was like a Japanese scientist was like in Antarctica. He brought this lady up there, and bruh, they were experimenting on monkeys, right? And she went out of the the place because this virus got loose in there, and she went out and hey, they didn't bury the monkeys. They just let them out, and the monkeys froze, and you can see thousands and thousands of monkeys just frozen in the snow, man. You know, like I was saying the last time, who's watching those people who are like the fact checkers? So who's checking the elite? You know, if these fact checkers have no fact checkers, who's actually checking the elite? Because you can see that the people with all the money can do whatever the hell they want to do, man. All right? These so-called rich people, which they're actually the most brokest, poorest people upon the planet because the money is of no value, you know? But just like this video that I was watching, it breaks it down into what? The Bloods, the Royals, they have a hierarchy system within these so-called rich people, man. All right, go ahead. I'll get that line one. Was you about to say something?
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8. It says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy him with the brightness of his coming.
See, when Yahushua returns, man, you know the whole earth is going to be in utter shock. You know, and that's all the men of this truth have to hold on to. You know, I was just saying it. That's all I got to hold on to is just being revealed in my full glory when Yahushua returns, man. All you scoffers and mockers who take this truth for granted, you know, who take our words for granted, who say we don't want to hear it, man. Don't tell me about what's coming. Hey, wait till you see what's coming. Wait till you really see it. We gave you just a little smidge, a little scratch on the surface of what's coming. When Yahushua returns, hey, we can't even put it into words what's gonna happen, man. Go ahead, all right?
Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindred of the earth shall wail because of him.
See, behold, he coming with clouds. He's gonna come with his chariots, man. You know, he still have to tell the truth. He got to tell the truth. If you see that movie, Nope. You see that movie, Nope, man. You see that movie, Nope. How the cloud was just sitting there, and we don't even realize how many times we done witnessed it. We don't even see it ourselves. That the cloud just been sitting there, ain't it moving all day. The same cloud just sitting there. We don't even know. All right.
It's beautiful. Because I remember
Yeah, man.
this brother with the bar. I was driving home, he was sleeping. Man,
As always.
he was sleeping. Not true, not true.
Okay, go ahead.
So then I looked to the right, because I was tired too, man. I looked to the right and I saw, hey, this chariot was too fast, man. It was green, too fast. It was gone, man. I was like, yo, man. I saw all of the green just vanish. I said, what the fuck happened, man?
Yeah.
It was too fast. I had to sit down and really realize that it happened. You know, because I thought like, huh? I just saw something, but it wasn't really, I believe it's a chariot, man.
Yeah.
It was, you know. And y'all right to zone, man.
You know, the elect are gonna move so fast, your eyes are gonna be too slow to catch it. You know, they're gonna move so fast, you're gonna look here, he already over here. You're gonna look here, he down here. You look there, he already over there, man. That's gonna be the speed of the elect. Flash ain't got shit on what Yahushua gonna do on this earth, man. Okay? All right? The things that are gonna be revealed are gonna be glorious. It seems crazy. I know it does. Because it's not meant for y'all people, man. It's not meant for y'all. Y'all don't have the faith to really understand and to hold on to the scriptures, man. To believe in what the Heavenly Father has promised his men. You can't believe on it. You can't, because it's not for you. It's not for you. All right? But the elect, they're going to hold it near and dear. The elect wake up every morning and, damn, we still here, man. Hey, man. Hey, we still in this shit. That would I still remember that I'm an Israelite, man. That would that I have some unction of what tribe I come from. All right, that would I still have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding still within me. My heart still beat. Go ahead,
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31 says, but they that wait upon the Lord Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles.
Renew their strength, man. So those mighty men that was with David in the cave of Adullam, that was slaughtering them cats, put all the earth into fear. Those mighty men that was with Joshua, slaughtering those cats in Jericho, having our hearts melted when we heard that y'all was coming. Those same men are right here, right now, man. All right? The things that we did before, we're gonna renew our strength, man. You know? I be just thinking about just running through people like, you know, Juggernaut, just run, he just run straight through them. Don't even, just splatter right behind them, missed. Hey, man, it's gonna be beautiful. Go ahead. Renew their strength, man. Renew their strength. They're gonna mount up wings like eagles. We're gonna be flying. We're gonna be hovering, levitating, bouncing off walls. You ain't gonna be able, just like in the new Wakanda, with the northern Jake, the king of the ones that was in the water. Hey, man, how he was skating. My man was skating on air, man.
He's what is it again? Forgot his name.
He was forgot his name.
They call him the surfing guy. Now it's something with K.
I forgot what his name was, but
It's a cute, quizzical.
Quetzalcoatl, something like that.
The wing circle.
Kato
Yeah.
Hey, Kato Khan or something like this. You know, and I saw like a little TikTok video of Northern Kingdom seeing the picture of him. They were like giving up the money. Let me see. I want to see, because they reveal how we're gonna really move, man. I mean, we get sick and tired of seeing a 110-pound female just smash dudes, man, in these movies, because we know what they're trying to push. But she couldn't touch him. She had to cheat. She had to figure out. They had to have a plan to come against him. And what was his strength? The water. And who came out of the water? The man that came out of the sea. They know exactly what they do, man. Huh? I'm trying to think of the name, huh? It's still on your tip of your tongue. You think you got it?
Kukulu Khan.
Look up the dude.
Let's actually I'll show. So they're like I said, in the Ishikarites, I think it's from Ishikarites.
Yeah, I thought it was evil.
Yeah, but
it was the Yucatan and the Aztecs and the Incas and the Mayas.
They say this is that's Yahusha actually. Their line of
Come, man. Because he had wings on his feet, man. Come on, man. My man had wings on his feet, man, running on air. He took a helicopter, bro, and he was just playing with that shit and just threw it into the ocean, man. You know? They know what's coming for them, man. They know what's coming. They know what's coming. Come, go ahead, man.
It says, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31, the rest. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint.
Because we're going to run through these people, man. We're going to run through this earth, and there ain't going to be no tiredness. You know? No tiredness, I need a break. I remember my grandmother told me, I'm going to whoop your ass until I get tired. I'm like, she ain't gonna never get tired, man. You know, my grandmother told me that one time. And she even pulled up a chair and sat down and still was whooping my ass, man. And that's what we're gonna do to Esau, man. We ain't gonna get tired, man. We're not gonna get tired. All right? We're gonna run through you. And if one of us do get tired, there's gonna be 144 others right behind us ready to take our place. But it ain't gonna happen, because we just read it. They're not gonna get worried. They're not gonna faint. We're not gonna need a break. We're gonna be so happy to take vengeance upon y'all, man. Okay? All our destruction is coming. All our destruction. All right? And it's beautiful to see that this whole world is crumbling. All right? I know a person that said, I had over 180K in my bank account, and now I got 20K. You think I got money still? I'm like, yeah, you don't got shit. You don't got nothing. That shit is depletion. It's depleting. And you wait until that one day when that whole crisis is gonna happen. You're gonna wake up and they're gonna say all banks are closed. All banks closed. Cash bank. Cash is no more. They're gonna be throwing euros in the streets, man. They're gonna be using it to burn. They're gonna be. You ever seen New Jack City? You too. Yeah, I'll just show my age with that one though. New Jack City. When in the beginning of that movie, They singing, living. But they used to burn in the hoods of New York and in DC. They used to burn like the poor people would be around barrels in the winter. All right, they're gonna be out here again. They're gonna be out here in barrels throwing money in there, just like how in Venezuela, how the money is on the ground like it's trash, man. Because that's what it is. It's trash.
Okay.
There's no value to this fucking money, man. It's not backed by anything. By a lie. That's what it's backed by. And what happens to all lies? They eventually get exposed.
Okay.
All right, the lie will eventually come out. All right, because the truth tells you what. I mean, the scriptures tell you what. There is nothing secret that shall not come abroad. Go ahead, Doc.
And going back, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. It says, verse 8 the rest. Let me read verse 8 again. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
See, even him. Who's that? The physical embodiment of Satan that walk upon the earth is who? You saw Edom, man. Coming with these chips talking about, you're actually going against the Heavenly Father, man. When you put a chip in somebody that the Heavenly Father took his mouth from him, now he can talk. You put a chip in somebody that Heavenly Father took his ability to move his arms. Now you come with the technology to give that man back his arms. All right? Thinking you God, playing that God, you got that God complex, man. When you're actually the basis of all men. Okay? With his lying wonders. This is gonna help a lot of people. This is going didn't they say it in the video?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I was thinking because there's nothing there. No Kukulkan, there's another one.
Yeah,
have another
but
name.
he's-
Something
You got it.
similar to
It's Quetzalcoatl.
He said a
You
name
got it.
too, man. He said my people call me this.
Exactly.
But if you understand, they couldn't breathe this dirty ass air. They had to breathe that water, that living water that kept them alive. Esau he's a sly fox, man. He think he's smart. He putting the truth right in our face. All right. The northern kingdom can live only on this earth with the living water, that water, man, from the earth. Okay. They take it off. They can't breathe. Only he can. Only he can do it though, cause he was special. You know. Hey, they funny with it, man. They're funny with it. But imagine 144,000 of them, and then their leader. Who's gonna stop them, man? Who's gonna stop the elect? Who's gonna be able to say, hey, enough. Enough is enough. When you seen when Hulk get mad, who can stop Hulk? They said they got a little female that come and can calm him down. You know, hi, Hulk. She come up, Hulk, Bruce. Yeah, right. When he gets angry, you can't stop him when he in rampage mode. And there ain't gonna be no stopping us. The hopefully elect in rampage mode, man. Go ahead, huh?
Verse 10. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the law of the truth, that they might be saved.
See, a lot of people are not receiving this because it's not theirs. So a lot of people got to be made an example out of it. All right? For what? For the world to see what happens. All right? What to exalt the Heavenly Father's name and His only begotten Son's name upon the earth by His works, by His strength. Okay? So through us, we're gonna exalt the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son through our works. All right?
It says verse 10, verse 11. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusions that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
See? Might not believe the truth, because what? The scripture, Matthew 24:14. So they had to hear the truth for them to not believe it. Okay? They had to hear it for them to not believe it. And you see how that whole Kyrie Irving thing just died down, right? The whole Kanye still talking shit with a sock on his
Loose,
face.
man.
Kanye talking shit with a straight sock on his face. But he make me laugh, man. He make me laugh because he says, you small hats Just get over what Hitler did. Just get over it.
Dangerous.
And that's what they tell us.
Dangerous.
Huh?
You use that name, you're dangerous.
Oh, shit.
Everyone got flagged, didn't it?
Hey, I already got one. I already got one already today. You know?
No, what was it, two? You said?
Yeah, 2. Back to back.
Yeah, no, back to back.
Back to back, man. I got 2 strikes. Back to back. And the title was a video is she telling lies. It was a video of a chick going in on what they're doing in the system, man. What the system is really coming, and what she said is really happening. Got an Edomite saying it, man. Edomite is putting it out there. Yeah, you can get that. There are times she fall upon themselves. Come. All right. And you know their women are turning against them, just like our women turn against us. All right. Their seed is going astray, just like our seed is went astray. Our children. And you see Esau's child in college right now, he's a fucking furry, man. He's a clopper, a furry, all right? He wearing fucking fur ears. And when I was in college, man, I saw people Edomites walking around with Pokemon glued to their shoulders, man, talking to them and shit, man. I had never seen such a, I'm sitting down studying like physics, man, and I look up, a chick is walking by, she's like, you want something to eat? I'm like, yo, this shit is right. I was like, yo, I looked at my boy David. I was like, yo. He's like, is this what they're doing now? The one chick had on the furry gloves and the tail, she walking around, springing the tail like this, walking around. You know? The Edomites is going crazy now, man. Their children are going astray. That's why you see, huh?
I heard by the gangster said she pulls up with Charizard.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's crazy what's happening. The things that you see right now, their children are lost, man. If this next generation of Edomites get in rulership, man, oh man, good God Almighty, boy. What do they call this? They had the Gen Z, the millennials, the baby boomers. What the fuck is this generation called? Transhumanists?
Generation death.
Yeah, man.
Generation death.
Generation death. That's exactly what it is, man.
Funny thing is it's called Gen Z. These last like letter of the alphabet.
It's the last one. Yeah, it's the last. It's the last generation. They know it too,
The
man.
last leg.
I didn't even think about that. That's true. It's
That's
the
all I
last.
gotta think about. I wasn't
I didn't even think about that. They subliminally put it in your mind. This is the last one. This is the last go round. You know, because Esau knows this time is up. But what's up?
The German word for destruction is Zerstörung. Und Zerstörung starts with Z. Yeah?
Generation Z.
So in English today would be Generation Destruction.
Generation destruction.
Or destroyed.
That's what they calling them, right? Generation destruction. Okay? Generation destruction. And everywhere you go, you see the goddamn pride flag. Taking the most beautiful things. One of the most beautiful things that the Heavenly Father made. His covenant with the earth, that he wasn't going to flood the earth again with water. He wasn't going to destroy the earth again with water. They took it and turned it into abomination. Yeah, damn. Pay attention. Don't blame it. You walked into it. You blame it like, hey, this thing is there. It's a lot of them there, man. Walked right into it. They gonna look at us like who he put it there. That's yours? Nah, it's the cities, man. It's the cities. It's theirs.
Oh, 34.
We should see that a lot, though. People trip over nothing. They're walking in front of us just...
Not going to trip that far down. I'll never forget to eat my father back
Yeah,
there.
but I was
Motherfucker, blah, 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 blah. He was Donskis every day. Like, shit, man.
Remember that Edomite that came to us when we was over there? She was on her knees thinking about,
Oh, yeah.
I was like, not yet. I was like, get up, not yet.
She was
like,
grimy eating my too,
yeah, man, she was ready to bow down, man. I was like, not yet. I don't want that yet, man. It's not time yet. Get up.
That's funny also. You got people that spit on you, but then you got people
That bow down,
too.
yeah, man. Had the dudes throwing pennies at us, you know? What'd I do? I picked them right on up. I'm like, okay, thank you. You know, it's all good. It's all good, man. You know, go ahead and do your worst. But don't say nothing when we come back. When we clap back, don't say nothing. Just accept it. We took it. We took everything that you had, the best that you could give. All right. So when we clap back, don't be asking why. Why is this so? Go ahead. Generation Z.
Psalms.
Okay.
Psalm 64 and verse Let me start verse 3. Or let me start verse 1. Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked and from the insurrection of the works of iniquity.
You see, the secret counsel of the wicked, right? What do the leaders go ahead and do? They're making these laws. The WEF are making laws in Davos and in Bali and India. These people that are not even elected by the people, just coming together secretly, making all these wicked ass laws, man. Talking about it's going to be mandatory that you got to get jabbed up. It's going to be mandatory that you got to go around and get to operate or go into any store, you had to have a COVID pass, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you gotta be careful.
C-Pass, man.
Yeah.
You're dangerous. You lose the lips today, bro.
Loose lips, sink
Loose
ships.
lips, shit.
Even on the
That's what they said in the military. Loose lips, sink ships.
Yeah, that's true, though. That's true. Hey, John.
You start talking like, yeah, we about to leave port at this time. Yeah, man. We had a thing. We had this little radio that we had in our trucks. As soon as we left out of the gate, we could hear all of these goddamn Afghanis on the radios talking. At first, when I saw this thing, right, because I had to get a secret clearance to use it, to even understand how to use it, to install it, you have to get a top secret clearance to use it. So we're leaving out of the gate, and this radio is picking up every radio transmission that is in the area, and they're talking about 5 vehicles. The translator's like, even the translator looking at me like, how the fuck do y'all know this? Like, how do y'all get this? But so, and what do? We prepared for them. They try to set up ambushes. It was talking, the loose lips, man. Instead of just setting the plan up and exacting it, it was talking about what they're about to do. And we met an ambush with all out hell, man. You know, many times that happened. But go ahead, Adi.
Verse 3. Psalm 64:3. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bent their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Jumping down to verse 7. But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. So shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
The tongue is falling upon themselves. That's why you got all these people coming out now talking about this was a lie. Goddamn C-19, the Crown Royal 19 was a lie. All right? Hey, they kind of shut up Alex Jones, though.
They fucked him up. They didn't shut him up. They fucked him up.
They had him in the court.
They sued him.
They sued him. What else? They took his money and
They
shit.
took his money, man.
froze his
I
assets.
forgot what the verdict was of that.
He had to pay back something like he had to pay to I think $350 million to the Sandy Hook families,
Something like that.
because he was like it was a psyop. My man said it the truth. And he was like, "How dare you state the truth?"
Yeah.
You know what? Pay for $350 million.
But this also shows you that, because I was thinking like, how can he speak even on these platforms? How was he broadcast like that? How is this possible? How wasn't he taken off from the beginning? He was talking mad things years ago already. But it shows they have to control their position, and on top of that, they just let him there to be there for a while, and then they take him out to make the other people fear. Oh, this is what happens when I speak up, when I speak the truth. This is what happens.
You know
That's
he ain't
the
pay
thing,
that
man.
damn $350 million.
No, man.
He back up there right now talking about InfoWars.
Exactly. How is this possible? I'm like, InfoWars made that much money, bro? Come on, man.
Come,
Makes no sense, man.
come.
He on their InfoWars. Who the hell donating that much money? They believe in him like that. Then why ain't so many people out there in the uproar?
He funded by the Russian. They probably
They fund him,
But it's can't be.
Would you be surprised? Look what they did with the French Revolution. Okay, they funded both sides. They funded Napoleon and the British, man. And then told the people that I think it was the French won or the French lost, one or the other. And then everybody started selling all their stocks, and what they do behind their backs, buy them all up for pennies on the dollars. Then when they realized, I don't see how they made it through. They must have had to escape that goddamn city quick after they did that shit. You tell everybody that your country lost the war, so they start selling all their stocks because they think it's going to be a recession. And then they come to find out, actually, your country won, and your actually stock is going to go even higher, but you sold it all. Hey man, it should be all our fucking chaos against them small hats, man. But they was able to slip past because why? It was all through the spirit of Hashem Yahushua allowing them to do something. Go ahead, Ar.
It shows the power of information. It was just a rumor. It could just be a rumor.
Yeah.
If the rumor of a bomb would be here right now, you know how quick this place would be emptied, man? They could just do their thing. So it shows that the words that people speak have a lot of power, man.
There's always that dumb Edomite that want to walk to the bomb, though. But yeah, you're right, though.
But that shows you the power of also of our words, man. Because we speak these things into existence. But that's what you have to always remember. Because this is why we also push the frequency of the truth so hard, and always. This is why the elders apostles also push the men to push the video so hard, because we speak these things into existence, man. You know, the more we speak, the better, man. You know, the scriptures speak about don't give him rest, man. So don't give them any further rest till he makes Jerusalem a praise in the world, man. And this is what we want. We want to be, you know, we don't. The thing is, we want righteousness, man. You know, the praise and the fame be due to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. But we want righteousness to rule. And if he makes Israel or Jerusalem a praise in the earth, righteousness is going to rule, man. Because then it's Esau's kingdom done and Jacob begins, man. You know?
And he giving us pieces of information everywhere. You got the towns of Israel coming out saying that they found, where was it at?
I forgot where, but
I had the article on my phone.
I forgot where it was.
I had it on my work. That they found in a cave these 2,200-year-old coins from the rule of Ptolemy, which they pretty much said that these coins they do validate the Book of Maccabees, the Apocrypha. Because why? Because Judah fled into the desert at the hands of Epiphanes the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 3rd. It was tearing up Jerusalem, right? You know.
Antiochus Epiphanes?
Yeah, you know all about it.
Antiochus Epiphanes the 4th.
Yeah.
That was really the wicked root that.
They called him the Wicked.
Yeah.
His nickname was called the Wicked, man.
Because you have to understand, man. After Alexander, like Scripture say in First Maccabees chapter 1, after Alexander died, the wickedness spread, but it really came with Antiochus Epiphanes the 4th, because he made it Lord. When I said he made it, he made it actually against the law to be an Israelite. He made that. He made it law that if you claim to be an Israelite, to claim to be a Jew,
You put to death on the spot.
You should be put to death. You should be cast out. That's why it's a lot of Israelites conform to it, like right now. You saw the same thing. Why do you think all these people follow the ways of the world? Because they want to fit in, because it's the easy way. You know? It was even forbidden to call themselves Jews, man. This is why you have the Hellenization. You know, but it really started with him.
Period.
Yeah, man.
Look at Maccabees, all right? And the war is against them, man. All right? And we just see more and more information that's coming out, validating the Bible, validating the Apocrypha, validating the Old Testament, the New Testament. 2,200 years ago, that's the time when Yahushua was on the earth, man. Okay? You know? And it's clear as day. It's clear as day. You can't deny the scriptures anymore, man. You can't deny the scriptures anymore. You know, one way that you can really hurt a Christian is the Lord all about law and order. Yes, the Lord is about law and order, right? So the world is set up. Mother Nature has a rule of law, the law of nature, right? It has an order. This animal eats this animal, this animal eats this animal, this animal eats this animal. They all die, go back to the water or the land, and it starts the whole cycle all over again. There's no Big Bang fucking theory, man. It comes from existence from nothing. This whole world was set up in an orderly fashion. Okay? When you look at certain plants, like a pine cone, like a lily, you know, like a rose, everything is geometry and right angles, and everything is all right, dressed right, man. Everything is matching the other. Hey, there's no coincidences, man. Go ahead, right?
It's the same with the galaxy. Because earlier wasn't the show Young Sheldon. There he talked about the universe that is like down to the minute bottom, so perfect that it would have been a slightly different spot. It would be completely grow apart or rip apart.
Say it again. I didn't hear you. It's like-
It wasn't the show Young Sheldon.
Yeah, like I was watching that show.
They
too.
said in one spot, because he was there with his nanny, he was sitting at outside of the door and just talking to her. And he was talking about how the universe is so down, perfect to the last minute bottom, that it would be slightly moved, it would be completely ripped apart, or wouldn't even exist.
Yeah.
Then she told him, ain't you an atheist?
The atheist.
Atheist, yeah, he said, yeah, but if you look at it, it's so perfect that it's
Shows that there's a creator.
almost clear that it can't be like a coincidence.
Yeah. Because there's a intelligent creator. You know, intelligent creators, I should say. Because the elect and Yahweh Shai created everything that we see. Right? You know, if you look in the book of Genesis, it says Elohim. You know, the powers, the elect, the men that were with Yahweh Shai, they helped create all of the things that we see. And I was looking at animals, man, and some animals they look so funny that it's almost like it's kind of like humor. That you look at them, you like, whoever made this had to be funny. Like they did it on purpose. You know, why the cheetah got the eyes like this with the black on there? They say it's for the sun, but you know, it's like it's crying because it's so it's a big fast tiger, but it's weak against the other ones, man. You know, and the lion and the frogs. Why the frogs look the way that they do? The monkeys, yeah, man. Why monkeys look just like Edomites? You know, like it's a humor in it. It's humorous, man. When you see the creations, the things that are created upon the earth. There's certain fishes you look at them, you're like, what the hell? You know, like what? Why would you make it like that? You know, and I think also when I be looking at certain things, like the brothers try to outdo each other. Like, yeah, I made this and this, and like, oh, have you seen this? You know, look at this fish. The whole head is clear. You can see the brain and everything. And we're like, okay, you got it. You know, all right, I give you that one. And then we go and create something else, man. Something more extravagant. Something more unbelievable when you see it with the eyes. Look at the birds, man. Look at the birds, man. They got the bird that turns his head like this, and he spreads his wings up. It looks like a smiley face with blue face, man. Hey. There's no coincidence. That just came by itself, right? Just came by itself. They had a bird that actually set up a whole, like... Hey, you can't tell me this is by accident, man. He set up a whole place, man. He put, like, stones in the middle for the female birds, and he started dancing around it like, come on, man. Did he do like this? And, hey, these are no things that are just coincidental, man. You know? The Heavenly Father... And only but God's Son Yahweh Shai and the elect, they enjoy their creations, man. They see those things and look at them. You know, if you create something like you ever seen that YouTube page Animist? The dude that do the stop motion.
No stop motion.
Like he be doing like Goku and all of them. He be making them do like breakdancing and everything.
Yeah.
You know, and when you draw something and you see it come to life. You know, like you see it in a video game, you have a sense of like, damn, I created that, man. And look at it, it's alive. You know? And that's what the Heavenly Father allowed his son and his elect men to do. You know? We don't remember it, but that's what happened. You know? But everything has been defiled, man. Esau done touched everything in a wicked way. So everything has to be refreshed. 4, 5, 4. Everything must be refreshed. What you got?
No, I was looking up something about Antiochus Epiphanes the fourth. It's really the fourth. I was just checking it because when you go onto Wikipedia, it says notable events during Antiochus' reign include his near conquest of Ptolemaic Egypt, his persecution of the Jews of Judea and Samaria, and the rebellion of the Jewish Maccabees. So these were the really things happening in his lifetime. Because in his lifetime, the Israelites revolted against him, starting with Matthias. Actually, Hebrew, I think it's Mattathiah, the father of Judas Maccabees. He set it off, and his sons actually led the rebellion, you know, against the Greek Empire.
So history secular history goes hand in hand with the scriptures. Secular history goes hand in hand with the scriptures. You know how many videos I found before they started deleting all of them of the flood happening? You know, they show that, you know, when you put certain rocks underwater, and you can look at it like what you see when you go to a stream and you pull a stone out of water, how it has green and moss and all of these sediments on it. It said certain mountains and certain things that they went and tested proves that the whole earth was underwater, man. Okay? It proves that the whole earth was underwater. All right, so then boom. Then they go to the bottom of the Red Sea, because you know Esau got to act like he can do everything. So they go to the bottom of the Red Sea, and what do they see? All these chariots, all right? Right angles, wheels, and things from chariots from what? The Egyptians that got swallowed up after they chased after the Israelites during the Exodus. So we have many proofs. And Esau and wiped a lot of things clean, but some brothers, they still got it. They put it up there, and then what they do? Strike it ass and take it away again, you know? But only for so long, man. We only got to go for so long through these things. We almost out of here. We almost out of here, you know? Every day that you wake up, we're closer to the end. We are closer to the end. Esau is he's gradually destroying the earth, destroying the people, and ultimately bringing upon himself destruction. You know, if you look up right now, have you seen that the website 2045? All right, you Google 2045 initiative, okay? They show you their timeline of what they got planned, man. You know, and then how they hitting these markers. They're not just bullshitting, man. They hitting these targets. They hitting these things on it that they set up for themselves. Merging man and machine, the fourth industrial revolution, to merge men with the IoT, the Internet of Things.
Also, in the video that they said, what they said? Smart areas, man. They said smart areas.
Yeah.
This way we not, like we said last week. This way they're gonna have the what is it? The smart cities, man. Because everything's gonna be connected. So if he has a smart area, he can. The guy in the wheelchair that just could move his thumbs to move the arm, the what is it? His brain chip. He moved the mechanical arm. He used that. He could move the whole, use the whole room, the whole area, if it would be connected with the brain chip, because he can connect to that to the smart area, or smart city. This way they also have the Alexa and everything. They go already to the step. They already go to it, because freaking people come home like, hey, Alexa, play their music. Alexa, open the curtains. Alexa, do this.
But it was dope what the dude in Lupin did.
Yeah.
What he did, man, it shows you. They can hack your ass. They can watch you with Alexa. What was it called? Siri? Cersei. Cersei in France is called Cersei. Cersei, play this song. And then he was like replaying the conversation that he had. What did he do? Stomping that shit out. Shut up. All right? Come on, man. All right? But if you think about it, in a way, we're already in a smart city. Because everywhere you go in the city, you got what? Internet access. Okay? Everywhere you go, I remember seeing my Nerdy report, and I was thinking like, damn, that's gonna be cool to be able to control those things and do this. I remember seeing this, pre-crime. They're gonna predict your crime before you even do it and come at your house. Yeah, you was thinking about in the future, you committed a crime. We're gonna put you in jail before you commit the crime, so we don't have no murders upon the earth.
That's the enemy about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That's what you said at Psychopaths. It's exactly about it.
What were you about to say?
The other name of people call is Quetzalcoatl.
What's it?
Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah, kind of like that. Wait.
Quetzalcoatl.
Hey, I just up there. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to I'm used to the other phone. Hey.
Yeah, man. So in a way, we already in smart cities. Everywhere you go and you look up, if you go driving on the Autobahn, I remember when I drove to France in 2016. I drove to Paris. Right? Every, I think 1 kilometer, you had the smartphone towers, man. And I was like, damn, when did they start putting them up so much?
5G.
Yeah.
Constantly track you. This is the thing, man. Everything goes hand in hand. It's really like so one thing that happens is multiple things that happen, like a chain reaction, man. Because
Ripple
you think,
effect.
yeah, it's like a domino effect. You think it's just a chip. No, they haven't set up the whole system for the chip. They just don't come like, yeah, we got the chip now, so we're gonna set up the system. No, they set up the system, then be like, oh, now we got the, you know, like the nail in the coffin, like the final thing, but boom, here's the chip, take it or die.
And how they gonna enact that final initiative? With a crisis, man. With fear, with blood, with death, with all out chaos. Okay? Just like the dude said from the banking companies. He said this would one country's gonna go into a crisis. It's either gonna be Italy. He knew exactly what fucking country it is. He knows. It might be America. Okay? Or something's gonna happen. Some crisis is gonna happen, and you're gonna wake up from one day to the next, and they're gonna say all banks are closed. And you watch what happens in the streets, man. Watch what happens in the streets. Just go ahead and Google the inflation in Venezuela and see what happened. All out unrest, civil unrest in the cities, man. What they wanted the head of the leader of Venezuela, right? He had to flee the country. What was this country where they stormed the?
What's the Sri Lanka?
Sri Lanka, man.
Sri Lanka, man. They was chilling in the pool and shit.
Yeah, they was chilling in the pool. They probably had never had no type of luxury like that, man. They was laying in my man's bed, man, pulling out his drawers out of his drawers, man.
Disrespect him.
You know?
Because he was a proper ruler, man.
Yeah.
He was just there for his own game.
He fled the country, but you ain't gonna be able to flee, Esau. When those people come up into that Mesoterm, when those buildings come. Hey, remember, you ever seen the movie World War Z? Yeah. How they be running, how they just jumping over each other and shit. It's gonna be like they had a game too, the game, right? You be running around trying to find bullets. You be trying to find all them bullets because you running out. It ain't gonna be enough. It ain't gonna be enough. Your ass gonna get toasted, man. They gonna hold you. They gonna have you outside in the streets, man, butt naked. Go ahead, huh?
2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16. Let me say verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell there. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
You see? And what's a modern day sword? A weapon. All right? A gun. A gun. All right, they may tell you that they don't got no guns here, but I know a lot of people that got guns, man. You know? He's like, yeah, I know a dude that got a grenade. I said, what you gonna do with a grenade, bro? He said, I'm gonna blow some shit up. I'm like, okay, blow it up, bro. Blow it up. Handle your business when that day come, man. Go blow it up. You know, go ahead, right?
Yeah, because I remember on my old job, man, he was a low life eater, man.
Yeah, you know when you're sitting.
Bruh, hey, you see, he know, take a shower 3 days type of thing.
You mean like
that.
you? Like you?
No.
Every Thursday?
No, like, because he didn't look like it, but he did it.
Yeah.
He did it, but you saw it in his face and everything.
Yeah, okay.
And you saw that he's not really that far in his mind. He comes to me like, hey man, I was guns. I had a whole basement full of them, man. Oh, you mentioned so many words. I was like, I looked at him like, first off, how did you finance that shit? Second off, how did you get that shit? He said, you're from the Bulgarians, stuff like that, because that's the thing.
Bulgarians,
yeah. When you
Romanians too.
Romanians, Bulgarians. Because when you look at the people from day to day, you think like, hey, everything is calm. That's why I said sometimes you have to sit back and really think about everything that's going on. Hey, Germany is full of gangs and they call themselves over here clans. They're full of clans, man. Full of gangs, biker gangs. It's everywhere, but that's why I said Germany, these motherfuckers are stupid. They're not about showing their affiliation or something. They're just doing their thing from day to day and hiding, man. And running shit, you know? That's the thing in Germany, because remember the guy that our job that dropped all the information? I was like, yo, man, hey, I remember we went to a place. He talked to this guy, he's like, yeah, man, I was with him. And I was at this hotel, I was working there, man. He came, we was chilling. You know, and then I gave him something. I was gone, man. And then he went to jail again. I was like, hey, what the fuck is going on, man? But you don't hear about that because it's not in your day-to-day life. But
I was like, damn, you know all the gangsters, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
You know all them dirty mother suckers
Yeah,
out there, right?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, you know, Offenbach. I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah, man, he was dropping shit about that shit. I was like, man, he's a history book about the
Yeah,
gang
man.
over there, man.
He showed me a video what they did to a Hamite, man.
Yeah, me too.
Because the Hamite was talking shit about one of the gang leaders.
Yeah, because he was fighting against a younger guy and he fucked him up, right?
And he was talking shit in the streets of how he beat the dude up.
No, this idiot posted on Snapchat or something.
How he beat him up.
He was like, yeah, man, he don't fuck with us, man.
Oh,
like that.
and they caught him, bro.
Yeah.
They put a burlap bag over him and beat him, bro. They beat him till he
Yeah,
couldn't
man.
fucking stand, man. They beat this dude to death, man.
Yeah, he was in the hospital, bro. He was fucked up in the hospital.
Yeah?
Yeah, he wasn't dead, but he was in the hospital. They fucked him up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because everything was cool, everything was respected, but then he had to show off.
Yeah.
And the guy
Then
that
he got
actually beat it up the gang leader,
Yeah.
he was calm, man.
Yeah.
He said, okay, you fought, okay, cool, you won.
Yeah.
Because he was a professional boxer or something.
So you gonna talk shit, and then you get handled. That's what Esau gonna do. Esau been talking shit how he been handling the elect. You know, lying, talking about he did this and this in the earth. You know, there was a video of I think the two through.
Yeah.
They put up where Esau say, "We're going back to the moon, and we're gonna explore the heavens." I put under the "Why you always lying? Why you always lying?" Because that's what they do. They lie to their fucking teeth, man. They lie. You know what? You know what what is it called? Not a compulsive. What is it? A person that believes their own lies. Google a person that believes their own lies. Is it a damn? I can't think of it.
Pathological liar.
Is it pathological?
Pathological liar. Yeah.
A person that believes his own lies are coming to pass, man. That's Esau. Esau, he said, we're going to Mars. You know, we're going. He believed his own lie. He knows it's a goddamn lie, man.
Pathological liar.
Yeah, he know it's a lie. He know he didn't. You know how long ago it was that you know how long ago it was that they supposedly went to the moon? 50 years. And how has technology changed in 50 years, man? My dad looked at my cell phone. He was like, "What the hell? You can do that? You can do that? I never seen such a thing, you know." And this was what, 7 years ago? 2016? He was looking at the cell phone like, "Yo, this is crazy. Like, I can video call you from here?" You know? And 50 years ago, they supposedly went to the moon? Come on, man. You never been back, right? But you sent spaceships to Mars, and then you see the sun back there. The sun is behind the space rover, but the shadow is completely right under the... You can't even edit that shit out. You can edit that, man. But they don't even care anymore because why? They put it in your face and say, "Believe it, man. Believe it." You know? And he believed his own lie. You got people believing that they're gonna go and live on Mars, man. They're gonna go and colonize the moon. They believe it. That's a pathological liar. You good? Get that Psalms 58.
So good. Psalm 58 and 1.
No, start at verse 2.
Psalm 58 2. Ye in heart, ye work wicked. Ye in heart, ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth.
Yeah, you weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. Okay? Who's the wicked? All right? I understand who he's talking about, but it goes both ways. Okay? I know exactly who he's talking about. But Esau is the physical embodiment of all wickedness, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 3.
Uh-huh.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
You see? The wicked are estranged from the womb. Estranged. Let's look up that word estranged. Very quick. Because we got to understand the meaning of words to really get the full effect of what's being said. To alienate, to treat as a stranger, okay? Remove from customary environment, all right? Arouse hostility or indifference where there had been formerly love and affection. Okay, so there was a thing on the earth, a time on the earth was, well, not so long, but when King Solomon was ruling, all right, when Joshua was alive, all right, when King David had the earth in quietness. Why? Because he slaughtered every country that went against us. Okay, there was peace. All right, but go ahead, read that again. The wicked are what?
Psalm 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
So coming out the womb, they're already a stranger to creating indifference and hate into the earth, bringing violence into the earth. Go ahead.
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
And how many times have you seen a video of a little Edomite baby getting caught doing something, and the mother say, who took that? And what did the little demon say? Black man. All right, they come out the womb hating, man. They come out the womb hating Jake, man. Go ahead, Al.
Verse 4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
The poison like the poison of a serpent. You ever seen a person get bit by a snake? I seen a person get bit by a snake, and it was a matter of 5 minutes. This dude was freaking the fuck out, man. Sweating, convulsion. The wounds get big, man. The pus start leaking out. His whole body start getting bumps. All right. So it's like once it gets in you, it's hard to stop it, and that's how they are in the earth. All right. It spreads quickly. It starts destroying everything in the system. Go ahead, Ak.
Hot chocolate or something?
Go get it. Go get
want
it.
something?
Yeah, I'll take one.
You want hot chocolate? You want coffee? No hot chocolate? You want?
Come here. Come on, man. You're still reading. Go ahead. Come on, read.
They are like the deep adder that stoppeth her ear.
The death adder. All right. That's what I look up like a cobra, you know, or a viper. You know those. If you look up in Australia, the death adder. This snake is fat as hell, man. It's not that long. It's about that big. But when it's that venom from that snake, once you get that shit in you might as well count yourself as dead, man. If you don't get the anti-venom within 5 minutes, you gone, man. Go ahead, Ak.
Which will not hearken to the voice of charmers. Charming never so wisely.
Okay, so no matter how good you try to charm them or try to get them to do correctly in the earth, they don't want to do it, man. You can be the best person to talk to them. All right, you can say let's live in harmony, like Jake always did. I don't want much. I just want to live in peace with my family. He's so like, fuck your family. Get in the fields, man. I want it all. All right? I want complete dominance over you, man. I don't want you to have shit. And that's why you see they did the things that they did unto Israel, man. All right? Put them in all-out slavery, break them, man. I often refer to this. Look at that movie, Goodbye, Uncle Tom. That's a good reminder of how Esau had Jake, man. Put him in breeding farms, seasoning camps. All right. Hey, it was one scene in that movie where some dude was like, he had a bunch of Jakes in the room, and he was talking to him, and the dude looked at him, he slapped the shit out of him. Don't you look at me? You look at my feet when you talk to me, man. Yes, he looked up. Yes, and pow, slapped his ass again. Look at the ground when you talk to me, man. Okay. He don't want you to think that you're equal to him, man. Because in his mind you weren't. He got that spirit of death upon him, man. Of all out hatred from when? From the brother. From the big brother, Edom. That spirit of hatred has been passed on down. Just like the spirit of righteousness has been passed on down through Jacob and the 12 tribes, that spirit of hatred has been passed down through Edom and his dukes, man. Dukes of this, dukes of that, his kings. All right? You know? And he made so every other nation got on board with him too. Moab hate Jake, man. But you go to the cities in the ghettos, and who's the number one motherfucker there selling the fast food? Moab, man. Selling your ass poison, MSG. Okay? Right next to him, who right there? Ahmed in the goddamn gas station, selling you blunts and shit, man. Selling you all manners of fucking food that destroys you. 2 for $1, honey buns. You know? I remember as a child going to man, I thought it was dope, man. Go to the store after school, had only $2, you know, get 4 honey buns and a peach soda, man. They used to throw that shit at me, man. Get the fuck out of my store, man. Couldn't say shit to them. I didn't understand it when I was young. I just thought he was in a bad mood, you know, like fuck you too, dude. I just walk out. But they had a disdain against us, man. You know, because you know when Jake get together, they're a little rowdy, but they don't want no problems with nobody, man. We been in our own little world. We talking shit. Majority of the time we was talking about Tekken. That was our game, Tekken 3. We used to whoop each other's ass in Tekken. All right, play video games. Play what was that? Dreamcast, NFL. I don't know. You don't know about Sega Dreamcast, man.
I wasn't even born at that time.
Yeah, the NFL. They had a basketball game on there, 2K on the Dreamcast was the shit, man. Because you had the little cartridge that you could put into the, and you see your own plays and shit. You know, because now when you have to play, you can play against somebody, they get to see your plays. But the Dreamcast had it so you could put the cartridge in there, you look at your plays, you be like, you cheated. Hey, it was dope when I was younger, man. You know, but I often sit back and I remember the things that happened when I was in the hood, man. You know, and the two chief culprits that are in the hood are what? You got pawn shops every fucking where. Okay? Pawn shops everywhere. And who own those pawn shops? Either an old Edomite or the goddamn Elamites, man. Okay? Then you got the Chinese food restaurants. I guarantee you go to the hood right now, what you see? You see Taco Bell, you see Wendy's, you see Papa John's, you see liquor stores. Who own those liquor stores? The goddamn Ahmed and all of them, man. They got stores in the hood and then they drive to the suburbs living good, man. While your ass is fighting for your life, getting shot at, walking on the street for you walking to the store to just get a peach soda, and motherfuckers is shooting up the stores, man. You ever seen a McDonald's with bulletproof glass?
That's only so to me.
Okay.
I think that's all.
Okay. Go to downtown DC and go to McDonald's, man. They got a McDonald's with bulletproof glass. They put your food in there and they spin it and turn around. It's the truth, man. It's the truth. It's the truth. The hood, man. Valley of Death, man. That's where I grew up. That's where we grew up at. All right. Death is all around you, okay? But as a young boy growing up in that shit, you learn how to navigate through it, okay? And a lot of men from Babylon the Great, they'll vouch for what I'm saying, man. I'm not speaking no lies, okay? When you living in Babylon, America, you walking with death around you, man. The shadow of death is right on your ass. Because everywhere you turn, you can get into a firefight. You can get put. My man, you can get put to death just walking down the street, man. You know, hey, talk about Cali, man. Drive-bys. This street right here is Grape Street. This street right here is Pyru. They got the same backyards, looking at each other. You can come out your house and you beefing with the Crips, and you can see him in his house playing PlayStation. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this, man? You living in the same, but just different streets. And I remember this dude told me, but these streets ain't even neither one of y'all's, man. You fighting for this street, all right? LaGuardia, you fighting for LaGuardia and Swanson, but if the government come over here and say, oh, yeah, motherfuckers gotta get out, you gotta get out. It ain't your street, you know? But that's just how we are, man. We've been put, and where were the Jews put? I should say, where were they put at when my man, I call him the Mad Hatter, was doing his thing, supposedly doing his things. Hello.
Ghettos.
In the ghettos. And where you go to the ghettos right now? Who do you see there? You think that's a coincidence? Hell no, man. That's a sign. That's a sign. Because they are under the curses, man. Deuteronomy 28. All right. You know, what does it say? The writing is on the wall. It's clear as day. You know? Yeah. Go ahead, Doc. Continue. Babylon, man.
Psalms 58 and 5. Psalms 58 and 5 again. Which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Break their teeth Oh God.
You know,
In
knock
their-
their teeth out their mouth, man. That they can't be able to inject no more venom into the world, man. Okay? And if you think about what the venom is lies, man. Indoctrination of bullshit, man. That venom is once it's in you, you can't get it out. You gotta fight to get it out, man. Yeah. And what they do with the snake bite, they got to do the Esau. Esau said you gotta suck out the poison, man. Suck out the poison, man. You know. But I often see in Fort Benning, Georgia, I was going through basic training. I saw a dude get bit by a copperhead. And the drill sergeant said something to me, and I could not believe. He said, he good as dead. And I was like, y'all ain't gonna help him? Of course they called a helicopter, came and get his ass, but he was like, hey, if he stay out here a little bit longer, you might as well just say he dead, man. And the snake was small, man. You know? I was laying down in the prone, looking, paying no attention. I was paying attention to what the drill sergeant told me was about to happen. We gonna ambush them. You gotta pay attention. I'm down in the prone. And I look down, right next to my arm, I see like a little worm, like this. Just moving like this. And I'm looking at it like, yo, what the fuck is this? Drill sergeant come out of nowhere. Stop! He's like, Okinawa, get your ass up. And I was like, what, drill sergeant? He said, do you see what's next to you? He picked up his foot, man. That snake was right in front of me. I couldn't even see. That's how camouflage it was, man. It was camouflaged in the leaves so well that I'm looking right at it. All I can see is the tail. The eyes, the hair was right there. All I had to do was make one move, it would have struck me, man. And that's just how Esau is in the earth, man. He camouflaged himself. All right? He camouflaged himself, man. He hid himself in the earth, acting like he's a good thing, and all that come by, what did he do? Bam! He struck your ass. You know? I'll never forget that day, man. He picked that goddamn thing up and slapped that shit like this, and the snake was just dead. He said, it's still to kill you. Look at it. He snapped it again, kept snapping it like this. That shit was still alive, man. It was dead, but it can still inject the venom. Body was still moving. Body was still moving, man. You know? Go ahead, Art.
Psalm 58 and 6, and rest. Or again, break their teeth, O God, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord.
Oh, that was her. That was her. That was her. It was good. I heard it keep going. I was like, what the fuck? I thought I was close to it, but it was her walking by. Break out the teeth, what?
Psalm 58 and 6 again. Break their teeth, O God, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lion, of the young lions, O Lord.
You ever seen a toothless man try to eat some chicken? He ain't getting it done. It ain't happening. He gonna need somebody to chop it up for him. You know, his shit gotta get sucked through a straw. You know, and we are crying out to the Heavenly Father that He knock out Esau's might, man. His ability to destroy. His ability to put this poison into the world, his ability to all out go ham on Israel, man. You know? If we take the teeth from a lion, what is he? If we take the teeth from a lion, what can he do? He can't rip open that meat. You know? He can't defend himself, he can't kill his arch nemesis, those hyenas. He don't even eat the hyenas, just break their back, man. But if you take the teeth from a lion, you see what happens. They die. You know, I seen it. I seen a zebra kick the goddamn mouth of a lioness and her jaw was broken. Her jaw was broken, man. You know what the pride did? They left her ass. They left her, man. They were like, you ain't no use, you ain't no good no more. You know? So that's taking away their strength, right? Their ability to kill, all right? And Esau's mouth has killed a lot, man. All right, walked many to death, and he gonna walk many to death with his lying wonders, with his mouth of telling you that's what you need. You need this hip. You need it. Hey, I'm talking about the one in the brain, man. This shit is no joke, man. They injecting this thing through the blood vessels of the brain. All right, Esau is a goddamn devil, man. Open your head up and put this long tube all the way through the blood vessels of your brain and then drop this metal thing in there. He says, yeah, it should last about 20, 25 years. Okay, then how the fuck are you gonna get it out, man? He said it's very invasive. So you know when you do something to your body, or you get a piercing or something, it adapts to what's around it, man. Okay, and this one is in a closed space. It's something that has been being protected by fluid and the skull. You know, and now you're gonna go in 20 years and take this out? Come on, man, you're gonna kill that person, man. You know, just like you kill all of them goddamn animals, Elon Musk. Those pigs, and those monkeys that you've been putting all these chips in. You know, the first trial, oh, the animal died. You know, that's how Esau does. He puts it in all his TV shows. You know, what was this show? The movie with Eddie Murphy, The Clumps, Professor Clump. How they injected the serum into that fat pig. I mean, a fat guinea pig, and he got fit. You know, and it showed me then that they use animals to try to find what the serum of life, the fountain of youth. It's nothing new, man. Go ahead, I can finish it up.
Psalms 58 and 6. No. Psalms 58 and 7. Let them melt away as waters.
Go ahead, let them melt away as waters.
Let them melt away as waters, which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be as cut in pieces.
See? So when he's out there thinking he's about to do some damage, can you imagine? Hey, yeah, I seen that too. Backfire on a weapon. Dude out there, he think he about to, Esau about to shoot a goddamn deer and that weapon shoot back on his ass? He tear his ass up? Hey, that's a beautiful sight. That's a beautiful sight. No, golly, you got to get the extra large?
Water.
You know what I'm saying? God, that's just coffee, right? No sugar in the
No, just it's just no milk, nothing.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Cause I didn't think you would give me a liter. I have my ass up all night, man.
Yeah, bro.
But you know, when he go to bend his bow, which means when he's about to get ready to do some more damage in the world, let it backfire on him, man. Let his bow be broken into pieces. Okay? Your bow, as soon as you pull it, you stretch it out, you holding it, and then all of a sudden the whole bow just just break right in your hands, man. You know? Your weapon, you I seen it too. I seen a dude about to shoot his weapon, and he don't got the forward thing locked, and the whole front receiver fall off, man. The whole forward receiver fall down, you know, because he wasn't prepared.
What I saw with the guns was like an AR. Guy was shooting, right? And through the backfire, like, I don't know, like 5 shots or something, the shorts came, it dropped out. Because he was holding on the shot right here, and then so, boop.
Yeah, that's where you gotta hold it though.
Yeah, and then boop. It was popped out.
Yeah, he done made enough. He said we gotta go to a new spot to get some more change. He going home, man. He about to go home. He said, yeah, enough is enough for today. They pulled this right, they pulled it right to the little patio, right into the cellar, put it right in the cellar. Go upstairs and take a hot shower, man.
Hot bath.
Sitting on their couch watching Netflix and chilling, man. You know? Ordering pizza. ordering pizza and shit. That's what they do, man. You know, I seen it in DC too. You know, my dad told me about that. He taught me at a young age, don't be giving them dudes your money. They go home and live better than you. You know, my dad caught a dude getting into a 745 and my dad driving a fucking Lincoln town car. He was mad as hell, man. My dad was pissed the hell off. He used to go every morning give this man $20 and a bagel. And then my dad was sitting at he had a
every day?
a fare, like not $20, but he used to go give him a bagel and some money every day, man. You know. And then my dad had a fare, and he saw the dude sitting over there, and then it was like time to, you know, like I think it was like 7 o'clock. I can remember now. I was young when he told me. But he just saw the man get up and walk over to the parking lot. And then what do you see come out the parking lot? 745 BMW. My dad was hot, bro. He was pissed off. He came home talking about it, man.
That means something.
Yeah,
It's to his children too.
yeah, because he was telling me that, you know, he was thinking that he's doing something good. You know? He's like, but don't. And then I saw the dude on the ground one day, and my dad was like, hey, Daddy, give him some money. My dad said, fuck it. And I was thinking to myself, maybe he really is, you know, poor. He's like, no, I don't trust it no more, you know? You know, because people abuse that. They abuse your trust. But what does the Heavenly Father say? When you see them in dire straits, supposedly, give them. Because all you're doing is putting more coals upon their head anyways, man. Go ahead, Ike, what you gotta say?
Well, what you also see a lot in Germany is when you go to them, want to give them food, they don't want that. They just want money. I remember I was in Berlin when I was in 10th grade. Everyone was there, man, and I was seeing the eating man. I was like, man, he's broke. Let me just go in there, got some food for myself. What's going on? Then I had the classmate, the female there. I wanted to give him food. Like, no, man, I want money. I looked at them. I was shocked. My face was dropping like, Budu. Huh? I said, what the fuck's going on? What you mean you want money, man? What you mean you want money, man? Makes no damn sense, man.
They're living good.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man.
Agents.
This is what I said also. I was thinking like, hey, man.
Straight the fuck up.
You know who also? You know that from? You know
Filming us all the time.
what was this show? I mean the movie? John Wick. What was Lawrence Fishburne? How did he and his agents get around? They appeared to be what? Bombs on the streets, man. Okay?
Incognito, man. They're normal to society. They just look at them like, oh, got some more. Because frankly, you got the gypsies that took over that shit. Man.
Yeah.
You see them right there. There's another one.
I used to see one in Aberg that he just bowed down, just have them, just stay there, man. I'm like, is he sleeping? Is he asleep or is he?
Don't you remember him? There was a guy with the dog too. He did the same thing.
He just.
And also the female.
I don't understand how you got two clean ass looking
Come on,
dogs, man. Two dogs, clean, don't look not dirty.
Cleaner than him.
Cleaner than him. You know. Anyways, dog eating good. Don't look. You don't see no ribs on that dog. You know. And he eating better than me. But now that you said that with the Asian thing,
I said it before we started camp. I said like, hey, I think.
Kept looking
Remember
at
I told
course.
you? I said like, yeah, man. I think that might be Asian.
I told you.
Because like,
Khan. That's why the brothers kept looking.
I was like,
Khan.
that makes no sense. Man.
Exactly.
Why they're chilling here?
Exactly.
Because normally, if you would chill, because either you would chill there because a lot of people walk there. He don't walk a lot of people. Man. Especially right now, everything's cut off.
Exactly.
You would go back there actually and chill there.
Khan.
So it makes no sense. And then they look too clean, man. I
Thank
looked at the
you.
female.
Come on, bro.
I saw America. I was like, man, you're too clean for that,
Exactly.
man. I was like, man, you should be homeless. No, man. That's
there's
not
no
true.
way.
Didn't you see me walk right up and look at his face?
Yeah.
Khan.
So yeah, man, we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, man. We know what you're doing, Esau, but do your worst. Come at me, man. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, make your move because we know what's coming for your ass. Go ahead, it's all good. You know, you can sit there and plot and, you know, like we read last camp, they got the power in their hands to do the wickedness upon Israel. You know, they can't go to sleep unless they doing something wicked upon Israel. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of time to meditate terror upon your ass too, man. We're gonna have nothing but time is on my side. That movie with Denzel Washington, man. Time is gonna be on our side. We're gonna be able to control time, like my man Itachi did to Kakashi, man. Put a Kakashi in a genjutsu. Yeah, he put him in that shit. He told him it was like, what, 5 years of torture in 1 minute? He's like, only 1 minute has passed. Kakashi was like, ah! he was like, ah! He let him out. Kakashi was like, they were like, what happened? He was like, Hey, man, Itachi was, and did what you said to me, man. It's the truth. It's the truth, what you said. To live in this life, it's not to get over what it says. What did you say? It's like it's just to cope with tribulation, man.
Just learn how to deal with it.
Just learn how to deal with it, man. To learn how to take the tribulation and just, you know, like the brother said with the little meme that you said, like how all the brothers just sit around and share our traumatic experiences and laugh at them, man.
You just crack jokes about that shit like nothing.
Because of our traumatic experiences, man. You know, and if we were to ever just really let it all out on your asses, you couldn't take it, man. You couldn't take it, man. That's why you're so scared, because you know that revenge is coming. You know, that's why you hope so bad that we don't pick up that damn Bible. That's why it was against the law for Jake to read, man. That's why it was against the law for Jake to even own a Bible, man. And when we did get a Bible, we got the Bible that you gave to us, man, in those slave times, man. took out Jeremiah, took out Ezekiel. The Bible, hey, they gave us a little pamphlet, man.
Just
They gave us
obey
a
your master.
Just-
Obey master.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, this is what's going on.
And don't you dare think you can read. If you read it, you know, at first, what was that movie? Nat Turner? How they had him reading for the Edomites. They thought it was funny. And as he got older, what did he do? He was terrorizing their asses in their beds, man. You know, going to plantation to plantation, they're sleeping in the beds. They wake up, they see him, he just hatchet their ass up, man. Woo! I was happy, but then what they do to him, man? Google what they did to Nat Turner. You know, for all the people that want to know, Google what they did to Nat Turner, man. You tell me how wicked Esau is, man. Go ahead, what you got?
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 2, and let me start verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. Set the heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. I bring it up because the brother was going into that. If we would tell the people that what we go through, they couldn't handle it. When you really, because I talked to this brother, I was really sitting down and was just remembering, because we were speaking about, you know, he was spitting some, not spitting, but speaking about his life experience, and I was like, hey, that's very similar to actually what we went through in Germany. And people here out there wouldn't expect these things that we went through, you know, because they think there's some American type shit, but actually this happens here also.
So,
Huh?
so.
Yeah, man. You know, we self people, but no, but for real. And that made me also to understand, hey, the things that we go through are not light, but we're able to bear them through Yahushua, man. We're able to bear all things through Yahushua because we got the hope. Why do you think people commit suicide? Why do you think people take drugs and are addicted to it? Because it takes them away from the reality. It takes them away from their life, what they're suffering.
But I had one dude say, you know, I do this because it numbs me.
Exactly.
It numbs me to the world. I was like, bro, you still got to come back down. You still got to wake back up. You know? You still got to wake back up. Go ahead,
I don't know 100% if it was Jake, but probably because it was like a podcast I was watching, and there was a girl, from her, the friend, the boyfriend, was in Xanax.
That you say that. Go ahead, go ahead.
And then he took Xanax and stuff, and she was like against it and stuff, and she like got him away from it. Later, it comes out he only took Xanax to cope with his cocaine addiction. Or crack addiction, something cocaine or
Crystal
crack.
meth or one of them.
Yeah.
shit.
So this one she caught him again on the because it was into his pocket and took crack the whole time.
But you know, you see also that all of those drugs was created just to destroy Jake. Pump it into the neighborhoods, but just like how we created Islam, you know, it backfired on our asses. Backfired on us. The Holy Roman Empire created Islam, all right? But it backfired, man. Just like Esau created crack cocaine, but it backfired on their ass. Because I remember my cousin told me he was a big time drug dealer. He's like, you know, little nephew. He had a tooth knocked out. You know, nephew. You know, you get more time if it's in hard. If the cocaine is hard, you get more time. But if in powder, you get less time, man. And I was like, why is that? He said, because niggas sell crack. He said it straight up to me. Niggas sell crack, man. They consider cocaine a white man's drug. Okay? All right? Niggas sell cocaine, crack, man, but the cokeheads is a rich man's drug, man. They do it at their parties and shit. You know, you got the Wall Street mother suckers just sniffing cocaine in the bathroom, man. You know? What was that? You ever seen the movie? I keep popping up all these movies popping in my mind right now. Green Street Hooligans. You ever seen that movie Green Street Hooligans?
I don't. The thing is, for me, if you speak of the movie, I might remember. But the titles I can remember. Because you know, when you was younger, you was just watching the movie. Never saw the title like that.
Yeah, it's about a boy. It's about a dude that his brother moves to London and marries a London woman, right? Yeah. And he comes there to visit and gets in trouble. He was in Harvard actually. He was going to Harvard, and his roommate was doing cocaine, and they came in and he was selling it too. What is the Edomite? Selling cocaine out of his room, and they came in and he hid the shit in his room, in his locker. So the Edomite watched him get destroyed, man, get kicked out of school and everything. So he went to go visit his brother in London and gets wrapped up in the hooligan scene
I think I watched the movie.
with the hooligans, you know, like the soccer hooligans, you know, just fighting and shit. And then one dude put him to death, man. Beat his ass to death because one dude beat his son up, and the dude beat him to death, man. Beat his brother up to death because he fought. But anyways, you know, in that movie, it just proves that they drink that coffee fast, man. Was that chocolate or coffee? Ah, okay. That was hot chocolate? I said, damn, y'all drink that coffee fast, man. Nah.
You can't chill like you chill.
Never drink coffee. Right.
Yeah, but fuck off. Fuck off. I don't need that. But I had some more.
Only
Go ahead, man.
Because what I was saying is,
sounds right.
we only be able to bear the iniquity, or not, the suffering and the pain of our life through Yahushua. Because Yahushua said, my burden is light, man. Do you hear that? My burden is light, but when you really think about it, compared to what we're going to receive in the kingdom, like it says in Romans 8 and 18, it's not worth to be compared what we're going through right now, man. Because the kingdom going to be taking all these things away. We, in the kingdom, we won't be even able, or we won't even think about pain and suffering. Because it's going to be all taken away. So that's the hope that we have, but the other people in this world, they don't have that. That's why they are in partying. That's why they are into, hey, I need to make it to the top, and I'm going to sacrifice, I'm going to sacrifice everything and everyone that I have to. Why do you think the celebrities sacrifice their own family members to make it to the top with fake money? Because they have no hope, man. It's simply like that. They have no hope. They have no hope. But there are certain men that are set up for have no hope. There are men that are blessed with hope. Because we are blessed, man. To believe in this truth and to make it to the day-to-day life, man. It's a blessing through Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Or it's from the Heavenly Father. Because when I look at these people, and also, you know, when you around the workplace, man, I look at them, I see the things that they're amazed at. Freaking planes, man. I look at the plane, I'm like, hey, fuck this shit. They come, bro. They
You know
go
who,
out.
You know what comes to first, too? What is Korean? They Japan?
No. More planes, man.
More planes?
Koreans are more planes.
Yeah, can. They came on there. They're like, oh!
Yeah,
I'm
man.
like looking at her like, yo, man, get the fuck
fucking
out of
plane,
here,
man. You look at the plane, you
Amazed.
like, hey, this every time a guy or a peep, the plane takes off, man, you have to be afraid of death, man. Every time. They think that technology is so advanced and so good and so beautiful, but actually it's nothing. It is nothing. So we are God blessed with the understanding of the things to come. So this should be our hope, man. This should be our hope, because we can't hope in the things of the world, or we're gonna end up like the people of the world. If you want to make it into the world, I'm telling you, you have to end up being a cokehead. You know how many people are on coke and on drugs? That you look at them, you're like, he would never. And then you're like, yeah, man, I want that drug, and I took that, and I took this.
I found out
you know what I'm saying?
through the parents, man.
Yeah.
Through the parents, man.
They need it for the day-to-day life, man.
Hey, I'm sitting there, you know, with my my little man at the little kindergarten party, right? And all of the mothers in there talking about, I need my wine.
Yeah.
You know? And then the other one was like, I was like, damn, man. You know, they all suffering, man. They all are suffering, man. But I just to harken on to what you were saying, you know what we, you know, the tribulations that we go through, right? You know how it feels, man. You know, when you understand, you know that you're gonna lose things, and you do lose things, and it fucking hurts, man. Okay, it hurts. But in that same instance, you know what I remembered when I was sitting there thinking like, oh man, this shit hurts. I remember Yahushua, and how Yahushua felt when he was vouching for me towards the Heavenly Father, and I'm out there fucking following idols, sacrificing my children to fucking idols, man. Okay, playing the harlot, man. You know, that pain that you feel, you think the Heavenly Father didn't give you that on purpose, so you can understand how he felt. You know, you think that just comes from nothing? No, man. No, he wants you to feel exactly what he felt. You know, and it's all specialized to each man, because he know exactly what you like and what you don't like. He know exactly what matters to you the most and what doesn't matter. So he gonna what do they say? Hit you where it hurts. Hit you where it hurts. And it's gonna hurt the most, because you know what? You can't get out of it. You gotta sizzle, let it sizzle in your spirit, man. You know? Go ahead, what you got?
But I got a precept. This 1 Peter 5 And let me start verse 6. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he cares for you.
See? And that's mercy. Finish the other piece because I want to go to Jeremiah 3. Right?
Sirach chapter 2, verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
See?
Yeah, man.
That's a big one.
Yeah, because when you hear about it, whatsoever is brought upon thee, what you think is going to bring upon you, man? Suffering, pain, losses. You're going to win some things, you're going to lose some things, but you have to accept all of them, man. Whatever comes upon you, man, you have to accept it. You can't just be all like, I don't want the W's, man. I don't want the good thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, you have to go through the suffering and really suffer through the process because it's going to make you stronger. It makes you hard, you know? Because it's like, what is it? Like iron. Put it in the fire. Hey, you form it to the form, and then it goes to the water. And then you have the strong iron that can cut to freaking people, man. Cut to armor, and that's what we're gonna turn into, y'all righteous armor.
Look at the process of making a katana, man. You know, it's folded over and over and over. They heat it and fold it over. They beat it out. Then fold it again, beat it out. You know, that's what we've been doing. We've been beaten down. They put us back in the fire. We like, oh no, not again. Hey, put us right back in the fire. We come out, we on fire. Beat you down, bang, bang, bang. Fold it again, put it back in there. But at the finished product, slice the goddamn hair off your face, man. Don't even have to touch you. Just the wind hit you. Cut your garment in half, man. You ever seen what a katana do on a neck that's stretched out? Cut it like it's butter, man. All right. Hey, what was this? Afro Samurai. You know, #1 with the headband, the #1 headband, right? How he was saying when he sliced the dude, the whole body just fall apart, man. Come on, man. You know, I can only imagine those samurais back in the day, man, when they was walking, man. Fear, they pull out that katana, it's over, man. Your arm gets sliced off. Slice you in half. It's clean. Woo! Hey, clean, man. But who do you think they learned that from? Who do you think they learned the weapon making from? It all comes from us. Go ahead, Ad.
Sirach 2 and 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
So acceptable men are just like gold. All right? And the acceptable men are what? The men in this truth. 144,000, the elect. All right? Come, man. You got something else?
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just thinking about the scripture because you have to understand adversity equals suffering, pain, and what is it, mourning, right?
An experience.
Yeah, because through that you're gonna gain an experience to grow. You're gonna get stronger because when you think about life, when a guy, we say there's two children, right? A father has two children. The one child, we say the second born. The first one he sends out into the world that he sends it to a low class family, you know, till he's 18, then he's gonna come back. And the other son, the younger one, he keeps in his house, gives him everything, you know, gives him the love, gives him the compassion, gives him everything. He doesn't have to work for shit. Who do you think gonna get better at the end, man? The one that suffers, man, because he had to do nothing for it. The younger son, didn't have to do anything. He just came out of the womb and it was like, yeah, bless him. You know what I'm saying? And the oldest son, the big brother, he was going to all hell, man. He was going to all the hell. And he understands the people. This is also why when you look at, for example, medieval movies, when you see that the king has a son with a side female or a prostitute or something, and then it comes out that he is of the royal lineage, they want him to be the king. Why do you think that? Because he understands the people. He understands how it is to be low. He understands. He grew through the suffering because all the suffering and the experience that you gain form you into the man that you're supposed to be. So the same thing for us. You make mistakes, you learn from them. But the only thing that you have to always focus on is to keep it moving, man. Because if you stand still and do nothing and just be, oh man, woe is me, man, I go through so much things. You talk to one brother, you're like, hey, yeah, man, this happened to me, and this happened to me, like, hey, hey, I don't go through shit, man. Hey, sometimes talk to brothers, you know? I'm like, I ain't going through shit. And it's the other way around also. Sometimes I told brothers about my things, and they'll be like, hey, yo, I didn't expect that. You know? But that's what we have. We all have our trials, tribulations, but what we all focus on is the kingdom. We single-eyed focus on the kingdom. We want to make it, man. Because, hey, we don't want this. I don't want the suffering to go for naught, man. I don't want the pain and suffering that I went through
To be in vain.
to be in vain. To just be like, oh shit, I went through all that. Now I'll be like, you know,
Just to fucking give
now
up.
go back to the world and stuff like that. Come on, man. Because hey, that's terrible, man. I don't want to do that.
And then once you go back in the world, you really don't got shit then, man.
First, it's gonna be juicy because Satan's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna give you everything. But then the realization kicks in. You're done, man.
You know, example of what you were talking about actually is if you look at Arnold Schwarzenegger's sons. The one son that grew up with the mother is a fat ass slump, man. For real.
Yeah.
But the one son that grew up with him is fucking built, man. He's built, man. I'm like, okay, you know he got the test, but still, you know,
Still,
he's
he's putting
built.
the effort, man.
Yeah.
Because even though I look at guys that take the anabolics and stuff like that,
You still gotta put the effort
you
in.
have to put the effort in, man.
Yeah.
It's not just like like zip zip
And it
zoom.
just works. You gotta
No, man.
sacrifice some time to get it.
Yeah, they sacrifice their life for this shit, man.
And also another thing to say that you were talking about, whereas you know, the best leaders, you know, especially coming from the military, I found that the best officers are the ones that were previously NCOs, non-commissioned officers, the ones that were with the privates, that came from the E1 all the way up and then went to officer school and became an officer. Because when he talks and he's like, yeah, back when I was an NCO, they're gonna be like, wait a minute, you was NCO? Yeah, I know exactly what you went through, man. I know exactly how it feels to go through that shit, a fire guard and all that shit. Whereas you got a lieutenant who just came out of college, he's just a private with rank, man. You know? And there's a saying, you can't spell lost without the LT. You know, so a lieutenant. So the best leaders are the ones who was in the trenches. Okay? So that's also a key for us. Because we've been at the bottom, man. We know exactly, and that makes you a better judge. That makes you a better judge because you know how they're suffering. You know what's happening at the bottom. You know what's in the gutter, man. Because you was in the gutter. All right? So when you, and that's making you temperate in all things. Because you've been so low, now you're at the high. You know exactly the balance. You know exactly how to handle certain things, man. You know, like I often said, like in my place, I'm gonna have stones on the ground that as soon as you walk in, it tells the truth about you. You're gonna change a certain color, you can't lie. You know, I mean, we're not gonna need it, but it's just gonna be an amazement for people to see, like, yo, this place is crazy, man. You gonna walk in, he got lie in his mind, and the ground gonna tell you why you lying. He gonna be like, oh shit. The ground gonna say, oh, liar. He gonna speak, the ground gonna say lies. You know?
At the hologram, live.
You know what I'm saying? You know? Because what? We're gonna have that understanding, man. That temperance, man. And that's what we've been, like we just said. Gold and acceptable men are tried in the fire, man. You know? And that's what we've been doing. We've been getting tried in the fire. And the fire about to turn up. You know, I got a little kerosene heater, right? You put that shit you don't know what kerosene heater is?
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm talking about? The petroleum heater? I grew up with one, man, in North Carolina. My mom used to heat up, we didn't have no running water in my house. And we used to turn on that kerosene heater. We did everything with that damn heater. Cook food, boil water for the dishes, boil water for baths. That kerosene heater was everything for us, man. But you turn that bitch up too high, it starts smoking like crazy, you know? But what I'm saying is, that fire, those things, that kerosene heater, it showed us how to be respectable in certain things. All right, just like being tried in the fire, it shows you how to be respectable, to respect certain things. All right, and take the tribulation with the good too. Take the tribulation with the blessings, man. You know, and it's not gonna be easy. It's a lot. I'm a firm believer in saying this. You know, it's easier said than done. It's easy to say these things, man. But when you gotta live through it, you see it with your own eyes.
You feel it.
It's a different thing, man. Go ahead.
That's what the people also say in the world. Actions speak louder than the words, because that's a fact. If you, I can say like, hey man, I went to this, that, and third, but I didn't do that. But then another guy went through it, And you see that his countenance and everything has changed, man. And also, I want to add to what you said, that to all the suffering and trials and tribulations you go through, it works up your patience, man. And the patience is going to make you stronger because you have to understand that how I always look at the things that I went through is, I went through these things, and what happened with all these things, all situations, the Heavenly Father delivered me out of them all. As soon as I was at my limit, the Heavenly Father delivered me. And that's the thing that you always have to remember. And this is the thing that this life right now, the experience that we gain is building us up for something greater. First and foremost, Jacob's trouble, and then the kingdom. Because you have to understand that we are built up right now as a judge. That's why I gave the example of the one that is just set in the rulership, and the one that had to actually work up himself to the rulership. This is what we are. We have to work up ourselves to the rulership, man. This is what we're going through right now. The government of Israel, of the kingdom to come, is built right now. It's not just that they're going to fall from heaven or something. You know, they say like, yeah, Lucifer fell from heaven or something. It's not like that. It's just that we rise from the bottom to the top. That's why scriptures say, wherever we was our shame going to turn into fame. Because right now, we're shameful, man. We are pure shame, man. When people look at us, man, they all think, what they think about us, man, you don't even want to know. Even though they smile in your face, they, oh man, you dope, man. You dope, man. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's also a very humbling thing to know that you are one of the richest beings to ever be witnessed upon this earth, and nobody believes you. You know what I'm saying?
You're spitting facts. Everybody
Yeah,
say, fuck that.
Yeah, whatever, man. Go sit your ass down. Thinking you know something, thinking you better than us. And you know, I am better than you. And they're like, prove it. Then you pull out the scriptures, they start laughing at you, man. Hey, that's a humbling experience, man. That's a humbling experience, all right? To be a millionaire and know that you're a millionaire and nobody believes you. Look at the movie Trading Places with Eddie Murphy. They show you it. Those men that were rich, then they got all the shit taken from them. They knew that they were rich, but nobody believed them. And come on, man. It's a humbling experience to be at the bottom. But who put us there? Heavenly Father. And why did he put us there? Because of ourselves. You know, that's why I wasn't mad at Kanye when he said slavery was a choice. Because one, we could have just went out like men and died rather than be put in slavery. Okay, yeah. We could have just fought to death.
Like
okay.
Maccabees, man.
Yeah, like that, like Orlando Jones, he did that little speech in the slave ship. He's like, you don't know what he said, y'all niggas is black and y'all don't know y'all black yet.
You mean from what's the series?
American Gods.
Yeah, man. The guy said, "Oh yeah, man, yeah, man."
You know?
He said, "No, then we're gonna die." The one guy was like, "No, we're gonna die, man."
He's like, I hate you niggas. I hate these niggas like him, man.
Yeah,
he said, and what? And then one dude was sitting there. He said, "Yes, you. I like him.
Yeah.
I like him."
Yeah, that speech was dope. Man.
Yeah,
That was
man.
dope, that was dope.
He got fired from the show because of that shit, man. They kicked him off the show.
But the thing is, they wrote the script, man.
Yeah,
Come
they-
on,
it's
man.
like-
Dude,
but he did it
say,
so good,
The
you
thing
know?
is, for me, they always say like, no, he didn't. Listen, you know how much progress the speech has to go? All the people were there. You think it's just on live or something?
Nah.
It's not like this on live. You know?
Yeah, but they're
Come on, man.
allowed to go through.
Of course, man.
But then, you know, they upset at somebody of
Yeah,
the
of
small
course.
hat, and then they had to show an example of it. You know? He's like,
He's
you.
anti-Sem, man.
He said, you. He said, if I was you, I would go up there and kill all these Dutch motherfuckers and burn this ship to the ground and burn it in there. And he was like, yeah. He was like, that's what you're going to have to do. That's exactly what you're going to have to do. But then, you know, some of us just accepted our fate. Just like I read in that slavery in the Arab world, man. They just accepted their fate, man. You know?
But everything is according to prophecy, man.
Of course.
Because if
Somebody had to go into it.
Yeah, because if
Somebody had to go
let me
into
say it like that, if everybody would be born and would die,
Yeah.
and this would be where would we be, man? We
In
would
the
be
ocean,
gone, man.
in the bellies
Yeah.
of them sharks, man.
And that's why also when you said like fighting, I was thinking about the Maccabees, man. He had some mighty warriors in there, man. The man went down. He had the elephant, the war elephant. You know that? Hey, when you see it just in the
And he
movies,
just still stuck that shit in.
he
He's like,
went under. I imagine he ran, he slid. Clap! Clap! Yo, everything on there. I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
down with
man. That was
an
like,
honorable,
yeah.
and it just
Hey.
enraged the other men.
Yeah, man.
Let's go, man. Let's go. And that's we had a dude called Colonel Warrath. Go ahead, I'll tell you. Go ahead, what you gonna say?
With the elephants. You know what I always remember? Picture of this. You remember Aslan?
Yeah, the same thing, man.
You don't
Yeah.
have to think. You watch Aslan? No. You have to think like this. Aslan, the main this place like in Persia, but you see it basically is just they just put you in Israelites, but say it's Persia. And there's the other guys.
But I believe it's about the Medo Persian Empire. Then.
Yeah, but
Fighting them though.
Huh?
no, it's like the whole cast, like the Medo Persians, but you see that Jake.
Yeah,
Ah,
you had the Jake Warriors in there.
Yeah.
Because you have to understand that also people from back there,
Yeah.
a lot of them were dark skinned, like the Japhets were also dark skinned.
But then they fought against like some English guys, some Pakistani Elamites, and they put the elephants that they had, war elephants, under like a certain aroma. That's what they go crazy. Like when you put the grizzly bear on cocaine, they went crazy.
Yeah.
And then they ran rampage, stabbing everything, did to death. It's a whole picture, and you have to think about it. He ran there, slit, arrows for sure came, dodged them arrows, then the elephants under there, cut the shit open.
That's why I said this was when I read that, man. That was a heavy act, man. It was like because he knew he gonna die. You have to understand.
Yeah.
He knew he gonna die, and he just still did it because of his people, because of his brothers. He was like, I have to sacrifice myself for these men that we can win the war. And we have to gain the mentality, man. Not that I say like, hey, you should go out there and be doing dumb shit that you're gonna die. No, but what you have to do, what I mean is, you have to sacrifice your life, your time right now
Yes.
for this ministry, man.
That's what I was about
That's
to
what
say.
you have to do because he did it in an act of war, and we're in a spiritual warfare, man.
We're doing it right now.
This is what I was thinking about, man.
We're putting ourselves on that line because we know who Esau gonna come at first. He's not gonna come at the Jake that's sitting on the corner drinking grape soda, smoking a blunt.
Why should he be?
He destroyed. He right where he want him to be. Destroyed. He gonna come at the ones who understand what's going on. The ones who can see. Okay? The ones who understand what's going on. That's who he gonna come at first. So we like those men in that war that know we're gonna die. But you know who we down for. And you know what we down for. And that's love, man. That's love. Because we know we down for our people, man. But if we get put to death at the hands of Esau, and we die believing in Yahushua, that was our lot first and foremost. But we stood for something, man. And our life actually had a meaning in there. Whereas these peons, they dying in the hospital trying to get extra 3 months.
Yeah, man, this is some shit too, man.
Extra 3 months. And what did Bill Gates say? That's what we need death panels. Because we're gonna have to kill off the sick. Why are we gonna spend millions on the super sick when we can just give that money to the teachers?
Makes no sense. Really think about these people in the hospital and stuff like that. Like you
That's
just
living, huh?
You're just sitting there all day, laying there, just waiting for death. But then you want to prolong it. It makes no sense.
Got
Feel
bed
suffering.
sores and shit,
Yeah,
pissing on
exactly.
yourself.
You
People
know?
coming in there, beating you up when nobody's watching, punching your ass in the face. You can't even move to defend yourself. And then they say, "I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go." And the Heavenly Father like, "Nah, not yet." Remember the video of the Jake that was beating up the Edomite? That he was like in the elderly home, and the Jake was just beating up. I don't know if you saw this one, man. He was beating this Edomite's ass, and I was like, "Damn, that dude was a slave owner."
That dude was nice.
That dude was a slave owner. Hey, this Jake was throwing his little frail ass around the room, man. Had him on the floor, just bam, 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 picking him up, throwing him on the bed, boom, boom. They had him on video, man, beating the brakes off this Edomite, man. Edomite would just take it, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, God damn. And he survived, man. He survived. Why? Because the Heavenly Father let him go through that shit, made him go through it, man. Go ahead, huh?
It's a little bit, it's not off topic, but when you said it, remind me of it. Because one thing with all the Caribbean and Kanye things, right? And then from Jerry West, the owner of the Cowboys, came out a picture where he was like 6 years ago, like fighting
segregation.
Yeah, segregation, on the white supremacists, right?
Yeah.
And then, because LeBron said something, because LeBron always talks that bullshit. He said, LeBron James. He said, "Yeah, why you not talking about Jerry West now? Why are you talking about Kyrie?" Then in the comments they say, yeah, man, it's so long ago, and he turned back,
Look, he got many black people on his team.
Yeah, that's what I said. Repented from it, turns back on it. And I'm in my mind, they say like, well, they have always the crimes like down with the time, over time the crimes are valid no more. And I'm like, this makes no fucking sense. That doesn't matter if I killed a guy today or 6 years ago.
I still killed the guy.
I killed this guy. I still killed him. If I rob somebody, I still robbed him. It doesn't matter if I did it 10 years ago or 15 seconds ago, or even if I now change personally.
I'm a good man now.
Yeah, it still stays the same. You did it.
Yeah.
What about 88 then, man?
Yeah,
German
yeah.
88,
And
man.
that's
What about the German
That's
88s,
what
man?
I want to say. That's what I want
You
to
know what
say.
I'm saying? HH.
The same
How about
thing,
him?
the same thing now with us. They say, yo, slavery is like, 80 years ago, almost 100 years ago. Forget about it.
Come on, get over it, guys.
2 minutes later, man, I can't believe it, man. The Germans did that, man. It was 7 years ago. It doesn't matter. It's still today now.
So that shows you the double standard.
Yeah.
Because it's tell us to forget, forgive, and forget, because we are stupid as Negroes. Forgive and forget. But hey, don't forget what 88 did to these Amalekites.
88.
You better not forget.
88.
Because 88 now.
And you better not talk about it either. You better whisper when you say it. You better whisper when you say it.
You only can speak positively about it. You have to acknowledge the fact that it happened, but you can't side the other side. You can't side with 88. You can't do that. If you do that, you're gonna. And then because
Put your ass in prison.
yeah, the 94-year
Anniversary?
No. The the 94.
the lady.
The 94-year-old denial of the Amalekite slaughter.
Yeah.
They said immediately put her in jail. They didn't say they waited. They said immediately put her in jail,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Just
Yeah.
shows
I
you.
remember her. Remember?
Yeah, because recently they just posted it today or yesterday.
They're supposed to get
Yeah, but they posted again said, hey, put that on granny in immediately. He's 94-year-old, bro. What you gonna do in jail, bro? She just actually she gonna be taken care
That
of.
just shows you. That just shows you they don't give a damn who you are.
They got the power.
You talk about this gang. Talk about our drug lords.
This one posted too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other one.
Yeah. Talk
Get
about our
the-
drug lords,
the,
man.
the Italians, the
Yeah.
mob.
Yeah.
What
With Dave Chappelle, what he said?
yeah,
He said if it's the mafias and Italians, if it's the blacks, it's a gang. But if it's the small hats,
But not saying nothing.
don't
It's
say
just a
nothing about it.
coincidence.
It's a coincidence, but don't say nothing about the coincidence.
Exactly.
You know, you can't call a spade when it comes to that, man. You better dance around it. You better act like you don't even see it. You know. Go ahead, Ak.
It was funny too. All the so-called celebrities, right? You see when they like know something is not right with Christianity because they even say David Chappelle is a Muslim. This guy ain't a Muslim. Or they say with Shaquille O'Neal, he Muslim. I was like,
These
yo,
people are everything.
But
they
then he
need to
showed
be.
Mason ring. He showed
Yeah,
big
yeah.
ass Mason ring in the camera like this, proud man, showing the G ring on there. The G ring,
I remember.
showing it proudly.
But they just be everything they need to be to stay in the status.
Yeah.
You see with Kyrie, man. That motherfucker.
Did you see what how they had Charles Barkley out there in drag? I didn't even know he was in drag. Hey, it's funny how they saw. Hey, Jay get mad. They be finding shit that you didn't even think he did. Hey, they had him on Jimmy Kimmel on one of them shows singing in drag, man. Singing, got the big loop earrings like the female with the long wig, man. Out there singing in drag. And so it's like they even put the basketball entertainers in dresses, man. Jake basketball. Did you see LeBron for the Geico commercial? He had a
Yeah.
wig on. Shaq, he had a wig on. Yeah,
He's so big.
yeah. They put them all. Because man, you have to do the humiliation ritual. You have to humiliate yourself.
Sacrifice,
Yeah, you just
humiliation,
put it on
and
the
you have
dress
to
either.
commit also be self.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Be self.
You have to do some weird shit.
Exactly.
And then the rappers put it in their lyrics, like sneakily, because when I was young, I used to rap Nas songs, and then he read songs reading Israelite books, and I'm in the truth. I'm like, yo, this dude been talking about this the whole time, man. So this dude know about Israel back in 99. 99. Why you ain't say shit until now? He still ain't saying nothing about Israel, man. So he knew, and then he put it in his raps that he had to do drinking blood and semen, you know, together.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Shit,
They do
man.
some
When you-
filthy things,
When you
man.
hear this shit, man, you're like, hey. But then I think also about our people, man. They did the same shit.
We was doing it with them.
In the ancient day, because what they do is just worship the idol, right, that they have. What the Israelites do back in the day, they sacrifice the children. They burn. Listen, you have to understand. The king takes his son. He looks at his son, and be like, I'm gonna burn you for Moline, bro. Psst, put him in the fire. Man, that's some terrible shit. When you think about it, his own flesh and blood, he just was like, hey, that's my son. That's the next heir. If I'm gonna say king, he's gonna be the heir and gonna be the next ruler of Israel. He just throws him into fire, man.
What did Kanye say? Bill Cosby, Michael Jordan, Dr. Dre, you know, Dwayne Wade, you know, all of them, man.
And then he did himself also.
man.
He said,
Including his bitch ass.
yeah, exactly. He said,
My mama was a sacrifice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking
You know,
you did.
but he ain't got no blood on my hands. I'm like,
Yeah,
you're
you
contradicting yourself, but you just said your mama was a sacrifice.
that's why he shows you, man. He got demons of demons upon him.
straight up.
Them demons is going wild, but they're like, this nigga is off the chains. We don't know what to do with him. He telling the truth and a lie at the same time.
Yeah, to confuse people. That's the beauty of the Lord, man. Like we said already 2 weeks ago or something. He confused people, but the just the notion of the truth goes out, man. People contact me and say, hey, so you are the thing that Kyrie and Kanye talking about?
Yeah.
I've been looking at them like, listen, they're Israelites, yes, but I don't believe what they believe in, man, because they're all confused. and
He
shit, man.
cleared. Let me clarify it.
Yeah,
quick
man, quick,
before
man.
he started
No,
throw
man.
me into the same
Yeah,
lump,
man.
man.
They want to, hey, with the knucklehead, man. Knucklehead.
The
Come on,
crazy
man.
Negro.
Yeah, man, but hey, these, this is why it shows you that we are really truly blessed. This truth is a blessing, man. Because
Mercy.
Man,
It's mercy.
you can't describe it. When you really sit down and think about it, you can't describe it. Because sometimes you feel, you're in the affliction of the world, you're like, man. Because the truth makes you understand these things in depth, man. That's the thing. You listen down, you're like, okay, this happened because of that, and this happened because of that, and now go to this, and like, shit. And then you think about, what if I wouldn't understand these things? Think about that, man. Think about that sometimes. Man.
I was once told, things that you love are going to be taken from you. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? You better get used to pain. Man, I don't understand what you're saying, man. I don't know. You're speaking in riddles. You know, you got to get used to the pain. You know, because that's what this truth is going to be about. Because the more what does the scripture say? You eat it, you're like, I'm an Israelite. Hey, this is beautiful. I understand who I am. And then it really kicks in. Because then the demons is like, oh,
Really?
you an Israelite. Now you know. Let me make it so your ass can't wake up in the morning no more. Let me start making your back hurt, your head hurt. You oh shit, what the hell? I done never had nothing like that before, man. I'm getting cramps and shit. Everything started going just down.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Al.
Revelation chapter 10, verse 9. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up.
See? And that's what the brothers was, 10 out of 10 brothers was like, I want the truth. Lord, please give me the truth. Why am I, what the hell is going on this earth? Why is this so, man? Am I just a color? Is this really what life is about? Give me the truth. I want the book. That's what we were asking for. That's what we were asking for, this book. Because it's in our spirit already, okay? We already had this in our spirit, but we had to go through certain things to get to a certain point. Then the Heavenly Father was like, now give him the book. We wanted the book, right? Go ahead, all right?
It says, take it and eat it up.
And that's what we did. All brothers can attest. As soon as you found out the truth, you started gorging on everything. You was looking at all information. You was writing precepts. You was like, oh, did you hear this one? Oh, did you get this one? Hey, gorging, man, on videos, on the scriptures, okay? Eating it up. Because your spirit was like, oh my goodness, it felt beautiful. Felt good. Go ahead.
It says, take it and eat it up. It shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey.
It shall make thy belly bitter. If you got a bitter stomach, you ain't feeling right, man. Your stomach is upset. You don't feel well. It's sweet in our mouth. That's what it was. It was sweet to know that you was Israel. You know?
Sweet as honey.
You know? At first when we was talking, I was so happy, man. Like, yo, I know who I really am now, yo. That's the beautiful, hey, man. For the first time in my life, I understand who the hell I am, man. And I understood that we was under them curses. And then I got angry. I'm like, oh shit, Esau, you dirty mother sucker, man. You've been lying my whole life. You've been lying. You've been lying, man. Okay? And that's what this truth was. And it still is. We wanted that Bible. We wanted that little book, right? We wanted the truth. So we got it. That's what my dad always told me. Be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. You just might get it, you know? And when you ask, don't ask for little shit. Ask for the biggest you can think of. Because when he don't give it to you, at least he give you something still big, you know? But still, we wanted the truth, man. We was asking for it because it was given to us from before. All right? And when we first, as soon as we got it, it was sweet in the mouth, man. I can attest to that, man. Having this knowledge and understanding, it was sweet, man. Oh, man. Y'all are they're beneath me, man. Y'all beneath us, man. Judah, Igbo people, Igbo. Y'all was taking me into slavery and everything. And it was just like the time was ticking already from then on. As soon as it started, and then you're like, why is this happening, man? You overcame a little bit of thing first. It started out really slow. Remember, it started out real slow. Then out of nowhere, it just kicked in.
Because you had to first build up.
Yeah.
Your spirit had to be built up to be able to suffer these things, man. You know, because with the Heavenly Father, it's like this, man. If you won't come to the truth and you get instantly to hell, you're gonna be like, oh, I can't do that. The Heavenly Father had to build first your character and your spirit to the level up that you be able to handle the little fire that you went through at the beginning. And then He gradually makes you better and grows, you know. And then you're gonna be able to carry also more.
Yeah, man. You know? Piece by piece.
Yeah, man.
You know? But go ahead, get that Jeremiah. You still you got more on that?
You only had the 1 Corinthians. That was just speaking about.
Get that Jeremiah.
Jeremiah 21:3, right?
No, 3 and 1.
3 and 1. Jeremiah 21.
3 and 1.
3 and 1. This was a
Jeremiah 3 and 1.
kung fu kick.
They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not.
So hold on. So you separate from your woman, right? Now she go get dicked down by another man. You gonna come back onto her? You gonna come back onto her? All right, you know she been having sex with another man. You gonna go back onto her after you divorced her? Okay, go ahead.
Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
Huh?
But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers.
So now you understand. You were the one who played the harlot. You were the one that's out there hearkening to every female that you heard. But I was your one. I was your first love. I was the first one that you married unto, right? But you went out there and started talking to all them chicks out there, right? Thinking the grass is greener on the other side. The 80-20 rule, you know? Thinking that it's something better, all right? But you had the greatest thing already, okay? You played the harlot, but keep reading.
Yet return again to me, save the Lord.
So now we're trying to come back into the Heavenly Father, right? And so now you think about how hard that is. Your woman cheated on you, right? She went out there, played the harlot, now she want to come back. How hard it is for you to accept that woman, man? Like, hell no, I ain't, no, hell no. And now think about your house shy. Think about your house shy, man. How much strength it takes and patience that he takes and long suffering he takes with us, man. Go ahead.
Lift up thine eyes unto the high places, and see where thou hast not been lying with. In the ways hast thou set for them.
See, but that's the point I wanted to make. The end right there. So we played the harlot and now we return unto the Lord, man. You know, imagine the pain that felt, man. That he felt from that, man. That's a hard thing. You know? And what do you think that feeling that you have? That if your woman did that to you, you think that by accident? Hell to the no, man. He wants you to feel what he felt. He wants you to experience it, and I guarantee you it's not even, he can even make it worse. He just gave you a little smidgen. Imagine if he kept you in it for year after year after year after year. You think you loving a woman and then what? She played a harlot, cheat on you again. Then The next life, you loving a woman, she cheated on you again. The next life, and he didn't make you remember all of it. Oh man, this happened to me every time. And the Lord have mercy on us, man. He had mercy on us because he took us back. He let Yahweh Shai come into the earth and vouch for us, man, to be the intercessor between us and him. Okay? And that shows you how important it is for Yahweh Shai to have even been created. Because without him, we ain't shit, man. We don't got nothing. We don't got nothing. What you got to say? That was it.
The rest I finished.
Go ahead.
As the Arabian in the wilderness, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness.
Come. So we polluted the land. We polluted our heritage with our whoredoms and our wickedness. When we say spiritual whoredoms, that's a horrible thing, man. You know, you feel jealousy, times that by 144,000. Think about how the Lord's jealousy is, because we just got a little smidgen of jealousy, but jealousy comes from him. That jealousy is, whew, I don't even want to think about that fire. You know, that he just had to swallow it, man. He had to swallow it. Okay. Had to shut his mouth and take it. Just like now, you gotta shut your mouth and take it. Come on, man. Go ahead. What you have to say?
No, 100%.
Go ahead.
Concerning the widow woman.
Yeah, come.
Because this also, when you gave the example, you said that we went astray with the woman. But actually, what we did was actually create a fucking hole, man.
That's what I'm saying.
What was the whole fucking thing to do was with the
thoughts, man.
you know?
Them thoughts that you see in the streets,
Yeah.
that's what we was playing like.
Yeah, like you see, like what the body count, man. The body count of Israel is a new number. I'm telling you right now, man. That's fucked up, but it's the truth, man.
It hurts
As you
when
see,
you say it like that, but it's the truth.
if you see skanky asshole, skanky asshole on the street, you see, like the school hole, man.
Ooh,
You know
the
her?
one that everybody knows. in high school,
Everybody.
She was under the bleachers
And
with
then-
this dude and that dude, the
and
whole
then-
football team.
Exactly. The whole football train on her and shit like that, man. And then the new guy comes from another school,
And he's like,
and he
kiss
did
her.
wrong. He did wrong. He like,
Yeah.
hey, yo.
Kiss her in the mouth and
Oh,
shit, man.
man.
Kiss her in the mouth and shit.
Yeah,
And
man.
they telling them like, yo, you know who you kiss, man?
Yeah, and that's what Israel actually did, because when you think about it, like all these school guys are these other nations, man. These are the god of the other nations, and Israel just popped from one to another, man. Like it's nothing.
To harken on that, how many gods did Canaanites have? They had a god for every day, right?
Oh, yeah, I mean the Mina Ishmaels.
Not the Sabians. The Canaanites, man.
Oh, okay.
The Canaanites had that, man. The Canaanites had, okay. The Canaanites had that, man. They had a god for every day, you know?
I was thinking about Mecca and football.
They had it too. They had it too. They had it
360
too.
dollars, yeah.
Because the Moors did what? Harken onto that shit too, but that goes into us playing that. We it backfired on us, man. I can't even be mad. You know, I was upset, but then I realized it was at your hands that this shit is even existing. It's at Israel's hand that Islam is out here like that, man. You know,
It's just dumb to go to them before they set up again.
You know?
That's the thing. You try to sometimes get angry, but then the understanding kicks
yeah,
in.
that's what I'm saying.
Man,
You
you
know,
can't even be angry.
And
You can't,
how I
because
say
it's just the plan of the Lord,
Ahmed,
man.
Ahmed
Oh, yeah.
should be upon him,
should
you
be
know,
upon him, yeah.
because he's a goddamn liar, man. Go ahead, Ahmed.
As Jeremiah 6:2, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
See, so we was, you know, that little dainty thing that you saw in school that was shy, didn't want to talk, you know, to dudes. That's how Israel was. What you gonna say? I know you got something to say on it. Go ahead, say it, brother, say it.
No.
I saw it on the tip of the lip. I gotta slash it out of your mouth, though.
That's good.
Go ahead, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead, man.
What's nothing?
Come, man. You know, that little delicate woman that you know.
The desirable woman.
Yeah, the little one that you see. You know, she look mad innocent.
But that's dangerous, yo, man. Hey, they're the most dangerous ones, man. Shit, man.
What did you watch?
You think like, oh, she's so cute, man. Then you hear stories like,
No.
shit, man. No, man.
way.
Not her. No.
No way. And that's us.
I know.
That's us. That's
Because
Israel.
they look pure. Because think about it. When the nations saw us, and we went to our after Egypt, first of Egypt, they heard all the plagues coming, you know, the destruction, the deliverance, the Red Sea splitting. So Jericho was afraid just seeing our name, just seeing Israel. They're like, oh shit, man. You know, this what Rab was. Hey. So y'all gonna come?
Little thought.
Hey, but hey, she had faith, man.
Yeah, she
You know what I'm saying? So
she's like, she said our hearts melt.
Yeah,
when we
man.
heard that y'all was coming.
and she had a beautiful spirit because she didn't even thought about herself. She thought about her family, man. You know, so she was ready, you know, to save them all. So now you have to understand that they all feared us. So the fear of the Lord was there. So we was that, you know, protected woman, you know, walking around, being all protective. We don't need that way. It's like was like an army around us. You know, like in for example, in Troy. What is it, Helen? But not the movie, the series, because there Helen was more of a woman than the little child that she was in the movie of Troy.
In the movie, she wasn't a child.
No, she was acting like, let me say it like this. You know, the strong woman, she was portrayed like that in the series. But there she was more like the stupid female, man. The stupid little female.
Yeah.
She didn't know, I'm so wild. Like that type of shit. But there, she was like, hey, this life is fucked up, man. I want to be free. And then she went with this dude. Nevertheless, but wherever she went, she was protected with an army, man. And this is how also Israel was. We was actually, just the name of the Lord was a freaking army around us. So now, you have to understand that, like we said with the female, she was beautiful and shy. You know, the same thing was with us because we was under the protection of the Lord, man. Nobody thought anything evil of us. And then we went go crazy, man. Then we went crazy and was the worst of the worst, man.
Lost that virginity. How they do what they, you know?
It's fucked up.
That's
true,
the truth, though.
That's true.
You know, once that thing is started,
They
you
need
know,
it.
They need it, man.
Yeah, man,
And that's
they
how we did. We played that. Yeah, once we started, and it's so stupid, man. You know, when I read it, when I read like the Book of Judges and Joshua, you know, I'm like, God, how are we so stupid, man?
They call it the Heavenly Father. What's up, Molech?
Yeah.
Call it Heavenly Father. What's up, Astro?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, the Moose? They're like that, man.
Dagon,
Yeah, man.
you know,
That's what they did.
Then they did it in secret too. They was like preaching the truth. Then they go home and man, you know, pray to Dagon too. You know, pray. They was doing it in secret.
Such a nigga stole it to them. Hey, it's good to say. You should be the first one to cast a stone. Doesn't matter who it is, man.
Hey, you try to come. Hey, you know what? We should pray to Dagon. Hey, hold on. Stone this man right here. Stone him. Hey, that was
I heard him say that. And my sister was there too.
Why you
And my
snitching?
brother was there too.
There ain't no snitching in Israel, man.
Yeah, man.
Stone his ass, man.
Yeah, man, because it's actually, when you think about it, also because one guy, I forgot this one, I don't know what it is, a guy posted in the group. But he said his mother never let him go through, escape with shit that he did. So if he fucked up, she pulled him.
Yeah,
She
right
pulled
away.
him.
Caught
She
right
pulled him, and actually, for example, he did some fucked up shit in school. She heard about it. She pulled him to the director. He did the fucked up shit with the police. He said, he's here.
Yeah, put him
He
on.
is here.
Yeah.
But it was for his benefit because people said, this fucked up his own mother.
Yeah.
No, she did something good because she made it see if you do fucked up shit, you're gonna get punished. You know, and this is what actually we're going through right now. Because the fucked up shit, every first said,
You gotta go through this,
you
man.
have to go to the punishment, man.
Yeah.
Like you would do with your son, man. It's the same thing with us. You know, but yeah, man.
Because that's for our correction. You know, that's for the betterment of us. You know, you do fucked up things, you gotta pay the consequences. To every choice, there's a consequence.
That's life, man. You know, that's life. Every decision has consequences. You have to live with it.
Hey, I was talking about how my brother got killed, man. You know, and the dude was like, I'm sorry, but I'm like, what you sorry for? He looked at me like, what? I said, he was a drug dealer. You know, who shot pity a snake charmer, man? You out there running around like a gangster. That's what comes along with that fucking life, man. You might get killed. You know, why am I gonna cry over that shit? Yeah, I'm sad that my brother's gone, okay, but that's the life that he chose, and that's a judgment from the Heavenly Father, man. You know, he chose that, man. You know, kind of go ahead, man.
And also what I was thinking about is what Elder required compost one time in the group with the one guy. He said, man, that dude was shot by 12, man. It's a fucked up shit, man. They were crying. He was crying that the police shot this dude, but he said that if another gangman would do it, it would be no problem.
Yeah.
That's the confusion of these people.
The drill rapper.
Yeah, the
right?
drill rappers. Because the thing is this, man. If you choose that life, because you have always a choice, man. It's simply like this. You always have a choice. You know, every father directs you to step, yes, but we could have all been in that route, man. We all could have been. All these men are standing. We could have been all in that route, man. Easily, man. When I think about my life, easy in that route. No hesitation from youth up even. From the youth up.
Yeah, I know.
You know? So
It was around me.
exactly, it was always there. We just had just be like, hey, I want to learn that.
I'm
Like,
curious about that.
like I don't know, you didn't watch the series Power, because in the Power series, there's this one guy, Jamie St. Patrick, and he was a high-level drug dealer, but he was cocked, man. He was outside just like clean with the suit. Nobody knew. His name was Ghost, man. Nobody knew. He was people beat people up, killing people, assassinating people, everything. Selling high-level drugs, but outside was like just a club owner. So then the son, this punk ass man, he
Fucked it all.
he received everything, man. His father gave him everything. But then he said, I want to be a drug dealer too. I'm like,
Why?
why? Why you want to do that? But because it was always around him, so it was a temptation. He went for it, man. He could have just gone to school and live an easy life, but he chose the other way, man. You know? But yeah, man.
Like my brother.
Yeah.
You know, I talked to my brother when I was in the military. Come live with me, man. Come live with me, man. I'll put you to school. You know? I'll help you get your degree. Come live with me. I had a big ass house in Georgia, man. Come. Nah, man, you know, I'm on probation. I'll talk to your probation officer. You can transfer that probation over to Georgia. You know, it's an easy thing. You tell the probation officer you want to go live with your brother in the military, and you want to try to start a better life. No, he didn't want it, man. He didn't want it. The last 3 of his birthdays he spent in jail, man. Then the 4th one, he was killed right before his birthday. So I'm like, yo, hey, we all got a lot that we had to live in, man. You know, like the brother said, my brother was fucking intelligent, man. Take a radio apart, put that shit back together, man, easily, like it was nothing. I used to look at him like, how the fuck you know how to do it? Nobody showed him nothing. He took my radio apart, man. I was going crazy. I was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? He was like, man, chill, man. Watch, I got it. And the shit was louder than what it was before. He's like, I'm gonna make it better. I'm like, man, you better leave my shit alone. He turned that, brother, speakers to my neck and I was, turn that shit down. What speakers you got in there? My brother made that shit. I don't know how he did it. He amplified the speakers, man. You know? Took the whole computer apart and put that, breaking down computers and put, he used to get mad and break the controller of the from Tekken, break the PlayStation controller. He take that shit, unscrew it, put the buttons back in that joint, put it all back together, again, tape it up, put the glue on it, and it was working like it was nothing, man. You know? My brother was very intelligent, man. He didn't have to take that route, but that's what he chose. You know?
It was his lot, man.
Yeah, and that's the lot.
This is why we always understand, like, the Heavenly Father, that's not the truth, man.
That's
we
what
can't
I'm
just
saying,
repeat it
man.
all over again. This is why we say you have to look at your life, man. Look at your life. Look at your past, what you went through. And look at how the Lord delivered you from all these things, man. That's a very humbling experience when you really sit down, because sometimes you just need to sit down and think, man. Just think. And then you see things come to your mind that you never thought about.
Yeah.
And they come back. You're like,
Yo, didn't think about that. Didn't think about that. You know, I'm running the world. I'm running around, jumping out of helicopters and shit.
Yeah.
My brother died over there. Why?
Yeah.
I just think about it like, why? You know, why? I'm in war. He died at home. You know, but that was the lot that the Heavenly Father gave him. You know, my brother never left America, man. Never left. Here I am going to Iraq, walking with death on the shoulder. You know, playing with death and shit, walking by IDs, bombs and shit. My brother never left America and died there. So I understand, man. I understand. And also, that's mercy, too. Heavenly Father gave him mercy. He didn't have to witness none of the shit that we about to witness, man. He didn't have to see all the things that we about to see. You know? That's the truth. You know? He ain't gonna go through the cannibalism, man. He's not gonna go through the famines, man. He's not gonna go through the Jacob's trouble. You know? Where is he at right now? With the Heavenly Father. Watch. He's up there, in peace, really, in peace. Because his spirit is not in the chain of darkness. His spirit is not in the chain of darkness. This body is a chain of darkness. All right? And I often, before I came to the truth, I used to write all the time. I feel like I'm trapped here on this planet. I want to leave. I feel like I'm trapped in this fucking planet. I understand that. That's what my spirit was speaking. Yeah, you trapped here. Yeah, you trapped. You trapped right here. You gotta. What does the scripture say? He spared not the angels and put them into hell and cast them into hell and chains of darkness, reserved unto the day of judgment. Come on, man. The scriptures speak loud and clear, man. Go ahead, huh?
Isaiah 57:1. The righteous perisheth, and no man layeth it to heart, and merciful men are taken away, none considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come.
You see? That the righteousness are taken away from the evils to come. You know? We had many brothers in the groups that the older brothers passed away, right?
Yeah, so like
A couple of from Jamaica,
also
Bahamas. I've been for the Bahama camp.
I think also Trinidad.
Yeah.
I think also Trinidad.
Then they was looking for the brother. Remember he did show up to camp a couple
Oh,
times.
it was Boston.
In Boston.
Very old man.
Yeah, man.
Very
They was
old
looking for
brother.
him. You know, they're like, where that brother at, man?
Always humble. He wasn't even, I think, on video camera or something.
Yeah.
He was not in the. But then they was like, hey, where's he at? And then I went to his house.
Yeah.
And then he was there, man. He did what's up and stuff, but
Yeah.
he was from there. I don't know the scripture.
Perish. The Heavenly Father had mercy on him.
And he doesn't have to go to Jacob's trouble. Man.
Yeah. You don't have to go through the things we're about to go through, man. You know? We are trapped here. Go ahead, Doc.
Revelation chapter 14 and verse 13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, save the spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them.
See? So, I'm not talking about my brother because he wasn't in the truth.
Yeah,
But the men of the truth, you know, that like we were just giving an example of, that passed away, and that not passed away, that went to sleep, you know, went up there with their forefathers, you know, because that's funny how when you read the scriptures, it said even all those wicked men went to sleep with their fathers, right? So that just shows you that hell is not even written. That there's no underground hell, because even like the brother said, the wicked kings of Israel where did they go? They went to sleep with their fathers, man.
What about Jonathan then and Saul?
Yeah.
Saul was a wicked king, right?
Yeah.
He should be in hell, but
Yeah.
Jonathan, he slept with his fathers.
Yeah.
And his father is who? Saul. You know, so Saul, so that's the thing, man.
And when Saul went to go seek Samuel, who did you know, like, it just shows you, man. You know, he went to that witch, she was like, ah! why you send me up there to see, you know,
Why you
like,
deceive me, man?
yeah, why you deceive me?
Why you deceive me, man?
You know, but it just shows you, man, that there's no hell, man. This is hell. We living in hell. Hell is a condition upon the earth.
Hell just means shawwal, which means the grave. Because your body goes to the grave, your spirit goes up. Done. It actually just, the thing is just this. The body returns to where it comes from, and the spirit returns to where it's come from.
What's that precept where it says that the grave is never satisfied?
It says hell and it says death.
Hell
Essentially.
is never satisfied, right?
I think it's talking about Esau, but with the example, let me just have to check.
Because everybody, you know, it's people dying all the time. Is it hell?
Yeah, because here it speaks of Esau, it says, when Elijah says hell and this is death, it cannot be satisfied.
As death is can't be satisfied.
Yeah.
That's the, you know.
But it's going hand in hand.
Yeah, they
You
goes
die,
hand
you're
in
gonna
hand.
go into the grave.
Yeah, you know. So that's the truth of it, man. You know. God, what were you about to say at the end there? You were about to say something about it? You were saying something about it.
No. Only that your body goes to the earth again, like it says in Ecclesiastes chapter 12. And your spirit goes up to the Heavenly Father because your body is made of the earth and the water. So it goes back to the creation, and then the Heavenly Father created the spirit, you go back to that, man. That's how it is, because I was actually talking to a person about that, man. I was like, huh?
All go to one place.
Yeah, because all go into one place, because I want to talk about hell and, hell and heaven, but what you have to understand, man, is right now it's hell and heaven. People, the rulerships is in heaven, and we are in hell, and going to be turned upside down, man. But then peace going to rule, man. And that's the thing, man. This is why I would say, listen, if the heathens would understand what would really happen, if the Heavenly Father would open the eyes, that would be like, put the Israelites up right now. Right now.
Yeah.
Because they would understand peace and righteousness will flourish upon the whole earth, and peace will rule. Even the king of the Persians, Media Persians, said, in the book of the edition of Esther, all men desire peace. All men desire peace. He said like, listen, I want to make all people one, and we want to have peace because nobody wants their child to go to war, man. Nobody wants their child to die in war, man. Even this is what female said, man. I was talking to a female. She said like, hey, we just bring babies up for the slaughter, man.
Yeah.
This is what they do. They just bring out babies to die. Because this is the state of the world right now. When you have the state of the kingdom, it's gonna be peace, man.
Come.
That's the beauty of it, man.
And you even got the heathen desiring peace.
Yeah, man.
And righteousness.
Man,
They don't even understand that the people that they got under them are the ones that are going to bring it. And how ashamed are they going to be when they realize, oh shit, the ones that we was calling niggas and coons and Uncle Toms and the blackface with the big lips and the dainty things that we fed to the alligators and the ones that we was hating on just because of the color. Oh shit, they the ones who actually are the ones going to bring peace upon the earth. Oh my God.
Got the verse?
Go ahead, Doc.
Edition of Esther, chapter 13, verse 1. The copy of the letters was this. The great king, Artaxerxes, writeth these things to the princes and governors, that they that are under him from India unto Ethiopia, in 107 and 20 provinces. After that I became Lord.
127 provinces. That's a lot of land that man had. Go ahead, Doc.
After that I became Lord over many nations and had dominion over the whole in the world.
If you think about it, if America got 50 states, that's 50 provinces. And he had 127 provinces. I think it said from Asia to Ethiopia.
No, it says from it said India to Ethiopia.
India to Ethiopia, man. India to Ethiopia, all that land. All that land was his. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, and had dominion over the whole world, not lifted up with presumption of my authority, but carrying myself always with equity and mildness. I propose to settle my subjects continually in a quiet life, which is peace.
Yeah.
And make my kingdom peaceable, and to open passage to the uttermost coast, to renew peace, which is desired of all men.
So he was like, my land is good. You can go anywhere. You can travel all through it, man. Why? Because he's like, peace should be upon the land, you know? But not according to Esau. War is in his goddamn heart. Go ahead, Doc.
But that's the thing also, because he said he want to make all one. But the peace won't come to make it all one. It comes to righteous rulers. Because if the peace will come to be an all one, man, then this world will be in peace. Man. These people are the same shit, man, everywhere. Of course, the differences still, but this is what they want to do, right? They want to put all under the banner of Esau and want to make the new world order and put all chips in there. You're all equal now. But that's not peace. The peace is going to come to righteous rulership, man. Because this world is not run right now. It's not. It's not. The world is not supposed to kill you. And you're not supposed to kill the world. We are supposed to work together. You know, the ecosystem with the people in it. The animals with the people. Normally the lions and animals should be obeying us, not killing us, man. Freaking dogs should when they should see an Israelite man, he should be like, oh yeah.
Hey, remember the video Esau he was in Africa and the lion was outside the window?
Yeah.
The lion was like, come on out. He was scared as shit. He's like, I just woke up this morning and the lion, you could see the lion had death in his eyes, bro. Like, come out here, bro. Come out here. He was looking at the window like, oh, come out here, man.
Well, the other one that killed him.
Yeah.
Killed him.
She was like, do something. He
like,
dragged him by the
oh,
head. He picked him up by the head and dragged him.
Yeah.
Do something.
But that's the pride of
Esau,
Esau, man.
We're gonna take him out of the lion's mouth, man. Go ahead, what you say?
It's the pride of Esau because of I'm the lion.
He walked in there like he was gonna just be cool with the
No,
lion.
he was with the he came with the camera.
Yeah.
He just walked up like, yeah, let me make a picture. He ain't going to do nothing. Like in the zoo.
Yeah.
And then he snatched his ass, man. Good, man. All that happens more, man. And also,
Get out of the car, right?
out of the safari car.
Yeah, he got out of that thing. You just going, man, you crazy, man. You're crazy. I even saw one where the lion opened the door. The lion the lion was like, go, close that shit quick.
But this is what I also realized because I was watching a video on Instagram how a cheetah was hunting down what is it this
Gazelle?
Gazelle, yeah, man. Hey, man, that was shit violent, man. That was like, man, that shit no joke, man. He went so fast. I was like, that's actually good to see. That's why I like these videos and also like the violence because not because I push violence or like violence, but it shows you the fact of of reality. Because when they show you in movies, like you go out there, you see an animal, you a cool cat, man. If I see a freaking grizzly bear, man, I'll be like, "What's all going to do now?" It's too late. You know what I'm saying? It's too late. Exactly.
Yeah, like I told you.
This is
what I told you.
and this is what I mean. So, but through also the children's series, they simplify and what is it? What is the word? Not simplify.
Portray.
No, portray.
Pacify, like
Yeah,
remember,
pacify. Pacify everything. You have to understand, animals can kill you. A lion can kill you. A lion is a beautiful animal, but it can't kill you.
9 times out of 10,
You
it's
know?
gonna kill your
Yeah,
ass.
and this is what I mean because this world is worried about the wrong things, man.
Hey, what the? I remember I don't know if you remember, but it was a video that was in the group where the dude was like in the jungle. He was like showing the camera like this, and then he was like showing around like this. Then he turned the camera around and there was a jaguar behind him, bro. And he was just like ready to pounce. I just thought, and then the camera fell down, and he's like, oh shit, you know. Hey, but you see a snake, it's true, like the brother said. You know, these animals are gonna fuck you up, man.
People go to the zoo and think, oh, they're beautiful animals, man. Let them be in the nature, man. Let this lion that is in the cage come out and let them be on survival mode, man.
Remember the video of the gorilla that broke the glass?
Yeah, broke the glass, or the article of the female that got snatched by the lion.
Yeah,
Man.
They was looking at the gorilla like, ooh, Moab.
Then he came.
He ran and just kicked out. Boom! They were like, ah! And I was like, let that glass go. Like in Harry Potter, man. How he took the glass out of
the snakes.
Yeah, with the snakes, man.
And then the snake came and choked him over. I was like, yeah, give it to him. Give it to him. Good.
Man. You know?
Shit.
Hey, and that's what's gonna happen. You know, think about those zoos that got all those wild animals like over there in H Town. Those white wolves over there, man. Imagine them on the prowl, man. Imagine them on the prowl, man.
They'll go with the hunting.
What was that movie? I mean, that TV show called The Zoo. You seen this one?
Oh yeah.
Where the animals start
watched a little bit.
to realize, and they had the lions in the city, and he was like up on the thing like this, like on a Connex. The lions jumped down and started eating all the people. And he was like, something is going on. Monsanto is feeding these animals, and they starting to turn against humans. Because man, you know, what is that? Nature wants revenge. You know, but it's about that time though. It's about that time for a recompense to come, man. You know, and we're ready, man. We're ready for it. Man. We're ready for it. Go ahead, get your precept.
Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. They have spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out the force, and peace the wrath of him that made them.
See, that's the Heavenly Father, and they're gonna appease that wrath, okay, of them that made them. Yeah, because they're gonna do exactly what he's gonna do. Tear the people into pieces, man. You know? Get your ass picked up by the head by a lion like it was a rag doll. He picked that grown-ass man up by the head, man. Just dragged him like it was a toy, man. Go ahead, Ak.
It says, fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance.
Fire, hell, famine, starvation, death. All those were created for vengeance. Go ahead.
Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction.
When you said teeth of wild beasts, you know the animal that popped into my mind? The baboon, man. The baboon, the teeth, the biggest shit, and they not little, man. Those red butt baboons, you know what I'm talking about? The red ones, right? Got a problem, no?
Yeah, man, because I'm like, why you have to walk so close,
Yeah,
man?
did it on purpose.
I know. If you were walking
Did it
there,
on purpose, man.
yo, man, man.
Hey,
Especially when they get fucking drunk.
it's
What's
only
the
a
spirit
matter
of
of
them?
time, man. It's only a matter of time because we are not in our strength. We're not in our power, you know. So Esau can do what he wants, you know. Let him walk around like he King Dingaling right now. You know, he in rulership. Gonna stomp his ass into powder. Okay, the elected gonna stomp Esau, eating them into powder, man. Gonna be the residue. What was this dude that was in boxing, right? I forgot his name now. He called himself Big Baby. he knocked this dude out, bro. He knocked him out cold. And then when the dude was on the ground, like, he did like this. He did like this on right in front of him. I was like, damn, that shit is disrespectful. Dude was looking like, that's what we're gonna do to you, man. You know, just wait, Esau. Time is coming, man. Got anything else? Got
That
something
second
else?
S 15-15 and your
Second Edges 50-50? Go ahead.
Tazwa, and I got Studio of Psalms.
Paul Wilson edition, which was speaking about the people gonna get jacked, that the people gonna drag the elites out of the house and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. You know, but it is what it is, you know.
Studio of Psalms.
58 from the
Yeah, that
beginning.
was from the
From the
beginning.
beginning.
Yeah.
What's the second cruise that came on?
Yeah,
man?
that's you know, but we came full circle, you know. So through that, you know, your heart brother decided was an edifying camp. And we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash.
double honors to the elders and apostles of great wisdom that taught us this truth. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect, the 144,000 men pushing the truth and wholehearted sincerity across the four winds. We're the GMS Germany Camp. Your heart brother decided was an edifying camp. Until next time, Shalom.
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 Wa Brakatam.
Wa Brakatam.
Wa Baba
Wa Baba Ba.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Akim. Thawra to the Akim on the comment board. You know, as always, hey, stay strong, Akim. We're almost out of here, man. Lord willing. Shalom.